we're going to tab over to the screen, and I'm going to let the sponsor take the stage because it's their show.
For those of you who don't know, last we started our show, Death or New Providence, we started with a clock that stood in the middle of the desert sands. We do not start there this time. That clock has been shattered in two as the hands of inevitable fate were shattered by our previous group of hunters. However, tonight we come down on a swampy area and a rather unusual looking gentleman kind of parading his property. He seems uneasy about something, and we cut away from him to a young boy. Mason Hardy, you are a spooky, meaning a child with a connection to the supernatural, correct?
That is correct.
And you have an ability called Premonitions, where at the start of a mystery, you roll weird, and I give you a vision.
This is very true. I will do that weird roll.
As this is the start of our mystery, we will start with you.
Premonition. Oh,
I should probably pull up my character sheet. Well, it sounds like the smart thing to do.
All right. Double checking what that means. All right. The rules of this ability state on a 10+, you get a very detailed vision about something bad that is yet to happen. Due to the nature of us having only a short period of time to do our show, I will give you a few things. Do you want I gave you a thing to do notes, right?
Yes, you did.
All right. Are you ready?
I am the ready.
So your dream starts with you back out in the woods. You've been to these woods because, well, they borderline make up your backyard. You and your best friend, Kel, have probably played out here before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the usual woods, but you definitely know something is off. You can't quite see what yet, but it is definitely something off. The dream swaps abruptly to desert sands and a group of about 5-6 people all looking at the remains of a monstrous figure, something massive that had torn its way from the sky. And due to the nature of your sight, 2 of these figures are more predominant than others. An individual who looks like they are wearing a Letterman jacket glows with the radiation you have come to recognize as heavenly on the rare occasions you've seen it, and a second figure who is a lot more prominent and glows with a red wrath aura, something you've recognized in town as the glow of a hellish spirit, aka a demon. The image cuts once again. You are back out in the woods with someone yelling to run, like, get out of there. And the voice shifts very gruffly to something you don't understand. This is where the dream sort of feels to speed up. Something painfully slams against your back. A picture frame falls to the ground, and you see a deer standing in that clearing of the woods. And as anyone who lives in Pact-Boon will know, there are no deer in Pact-Boon. The last scene of the dream is a little more out of context to you, even more so than the rest of this. You see a woman who looks like she could probably be the CEO of something. You've seen businesswomen like this come in and out of Pact-Boon before. But she's in the middle of, like, hitting a dude with something. You don't recognize either of them. How do you respond to just going from this vague cryptic thing to watching this woman wail on a man with a desk chair?
Was something wrong with dinner last night?
Both of them pause and look at you. You then recognize that they are both demons. And the girl looks at you and goes, wait, hold up, what the shit? And then you wake up.
Nah, don't you mean that dream seemed pretty reasonable?
All right.
Totally normal. Don't see anything wrong with this.
Nothing at all. Yes. Anyways.
Absolutely not. At all.
Certainly.
And
Is there anything wrong with
absolutely
this?
nothing at all. Just deer in a place where there is not deer, someone screaming, a forest, and a very angry businesswoman. Anyways, so Ash,
Yellow.
as established in Session 0, you have kind of taken it as a personal responsibility to keep an eye on Mason and his strange powers.
Yep.
Where did you end up taking Mason after last night?
Jeez.
Did you take him back to Alex's hotel room, or?
No, probably not. Well, I mean, yes, like early in the morning, but not overnight. I think overnight. Do I have a contact in Pact-Boon, or do I have to go to coal mine?
No, you have a contact in Pact-Boon.
I think I would have, like, overnight, I would have taken him and sat up with him for most of the night. Of, like, getting him checked over and make sure that he's not gonna go, like, Dark Phoenix and destroy the town.
Yeah. You have actually...
How many hotels are there in Pact-Boon?
Probably not many.
Yeah, there's just the one.
So the likelihood of me running into them is high.
Honestly, all of you probably could have ran into them. If not, you all heard the motorcycle they ran in on.
Oh yeah, I have a giant sports bike, so...
It's kind of lit, but at the same time. Anyways.
Thank you.
Anyways, so you probably spent the night with your contact, who probably let Mason sleep for most of the examination just to let the kid rest because of the bullshit you probably caught them up to date with.
Right.
Let me grab my image of your contact.
Oh, hell yeah.
Pictures.
Pictures are good. Ooh, she's a tiefling?
Nope, he is not.
Oh, that's that's not the girl I rescued, is it?
Nope, that is not the girl you rescued.
It's the other one.
This is Zagreus. He is an acquaintance of two people in this group, but he is also one of your major contacts in Pact-Boon, as he and another individual are currently assisting the U.S. government in proving that we aren't involved in this. We have nothing to do with the people going missing here. We swear.
I'm going to shrink this image just a little for the stream, if that's all right.
Feel free.
It was cutting off Mason's head, so there we go.
Fair.
It's true. It was.
Yeah, we don't need to see the boy's face.
Fair.
Well, he doesn't need a face, right?
So Zagreus is... Or not Zagreus. Zagreus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him Zagreus. I'm sorry. Like, I know his name is Zagreus. I'm gonna try. But, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I named him before Hades came out. I'm just stating this now.
That's completely fine. But, like, he's like a scientist or a doctor or otherwise. Like, he's able to do what we need to do to make sure that Mason's not gonna go Dark Phoenix.
I mean, Zag is a demon of sloth, which, ironically enough, is very good at keeping things like very paranormal children from blowing shit up. Considering Zag just kind of naturally exudes a vibe of, it's fine, it's chill, relax.
Cool.
But yeah, so you bring him to Zag, Zag lets him sleep, and do you have any questions for him?
I mean... Once it's done, sure, I'm not going to interrupt him while he's working with the kid, because again, the kid might go Dark Phoenix, like...
Yeah, it doesn't take him very long at all. It's literally mostly just looking him over, occasionally pulling at his eyelid, and it's like, the kid isn't going to go ballistic. I've lived in this town long enough to see it.
What do we got?
There are a bunch of different names for what these kids are called. Some people just call them the Sixth Sense kids. Some people call them, like, Spookies. It's a dumbass name, but what do you do? I can't exactly tell to what extent he has powers, but from what I can tell, apparently he has terrible-ass nightmares, considering the amount of flailing he'd be doing if it weren't for me.
Can you do anything about it off-site?
Not particularly. This is just kind of a natural thing that needs to be taught to hone.
I meant the nightmares.
Yeah, the nightmares? Depends. I don't know enough about them. Depends on if they're actual nightmares or if it might be something else.
So, what do you recommend?
Keep a close eye on him. If anything starts going sideways, you know my name. Just shout it loud enough and I'll probably hear it somewhere.
I think Ash like rolls his eyes and nods. Ash probably looks weirder for the motif than the fucking demon. Like, let's be real. Like, we're in like a are we in the hotel or are we in like a lab?
You're in the hotel. Zag probably
Okay.
like got the ping off and went.
So we're in a Motel 6 with
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
cream-colored, smoke-stained wallpaper, indeterminate carpeting, very like neutral shades. And then Ash looks like something out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's just call it what it is, shall we? Like,
Yeah.
So I think he's like nodding along to what Zagreus is
Ash
saying.
Looks more like one of the villain characters in Rape Master.
A little bit, yeah. That's supposed to be a motorcycle suit that he's wearing, so
The only issue is my drawing.
It's the hair and the piercing that just give me like Rave Master vibes.
Yeah, very much so.
I'm getting serious flashbacks to Ring Silver Kit.
No. Ash is older and nicer than Ring, but I like white-haired characters. Sue me. So yeah, so Ash is nodding along. This is all right. I think we might take him out of here. Get him some proper training. Make a good agent, nothing else.
Shrugs. I don't have much of an opinion on agents and nonsense. I'm in this town for A, your agency, B, a favor to a couple of friends.
Reminds me, were you informed of the victim we found last night?
Yeah. Yeah, I was told about that. She's fine now, from what I can tell. She came to me and Avden pretty fast.
I think Ash like undoes his coat and like pulls up his undershirt on one side, and we see this big like stab wound in his side, fresh. Like it's still like red and swollen, but it's been like plastered. And he says, "I'm glad I was able to do something."
You couldn't have, like, used a dog or something?
I did. It wasn't enough.
Sighs. Fair enough. I'm a major way to get her that healed. Shit.
Whatever got her, she was fading. I had to act fast, and there wasn't time. It was me or the kid.
Fair enough. Good to know. I owe one of my pals information then.
Whatever is here, it's strong. That's my point. Be careful.
I really didn't think I'd have to talk to him already, but I think my pal Damien might need to deal with this. Were you informed of the incident in Nevada about a year ago now?
Well, I mean, I assume I was. I was probably part of the cleanup.
Yeah, you were definitely.
Yeah, New Providence.
Real weird to see what exactly you recall.
Hell
because
yeah!
it matters.
So here, I would like, and I'm already fucking up your story, I'm sorry. I would like to argue that I can use monster empathy here because I was part of the cleanup.
Thing is, there really wasn't a monster to deal with. You were mostly just dealing with the fact that a shit ton of civilians saw a whole ton of shit they were not supposed to see.
Alright, fair dues.
Yeah, didn't they just kind of like poof into nothingness?
Do I have a bonus in any way?
Yeah, you get a +2 to it.
Hell yeah.
And this is the part where I basically recap what happened.
Yeah, fine with me.
So, you recall the fact that a monster that you had not yet heard of or seen much of had reared its head in Death or New Providence with a fucking fury. And you heard their names were called Primordials, but you don't exactly know the whole detail or history behind that yet. You asked for papers probably and just were told, we're figuring it out. Meanwhile, sorry, repeat, go on.
Oh, I was just going to comment on what you said as Ash, but I don't have to.
feel free, it helps.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's just a New Providence, something about a entity that we're not fully versed in, primordial. You're saying your guy was there?
Nods. Damien, not a terrible dude, wrath demon, third circle. He's in town right now to handle some other stuff, but he was there to help take down the whole fiasco with the father of those things, with some divine. I don't remember his name.
And you think the thing that got your associate was a primordial?
I mean, I've never seen anything else do that kind of wreckage.
Where's Damien staying? Actually, he would have said, where's Agent Von Falls staying?
Agent Von Fost.
Would Damien have told Zag where he was staying, or probably not? Because you ended up staying with the other demon.
I mean, in the events since Death of New Providence, Damien has been vicious about covering up anything related to him and the deals that they made and the people that they've talked to and everything that's been going on. And if they said something, they are probably going to come after Z with a knife to cut out their tongue.
To be fair, Zag kinda has to tell him this. But Zag will worry about that later. Then I imagine it's just, he shrugs. No idea. I think he's staying with another contact in town, but I don't know for sure. Haven't heard if he's even here yet or not.
I can call him.
Nods. Feel free, but I don't think he's awake right now. Never is awake at a reasonable time.
Looks out at the pitch black outside.
That's coming from me. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get a sloth demon to do anything?
I don't know, I got you here pretty quick. All I had to do was say the town was in danger.
Fair enough.
Thanks for your help.
Nods. Whatever you do, don't tell Damien I told you all of this. I'm on thin ice enough with him and his weird fucking ally. I don't know how to describe the two of them.
If you need protection, the United States government can... just, like, trails off.
Less protection. I can handle it.
Alright. Whatever you say.
Thanks for the offer.
Like,
Thanks for the offer. Yeah, he kind of does this lazy wave thing, and he just vanishes into the ground.
Yeah, totally. So I think actual, like, take a minute, pull the covers up over Mason, like, make sure that Alex is sleeping peacefully, and then probably, like, go into the bathroom and, like, close the door and turn the light off.
Yeah.
And then, if it's cool with you, I think he's gonna, like, run the shower on like, full heat, run the sink on full heat for a few minutes, take out, like, a red marker and write Damien Von Falls 3 times on the mirror.
Would it be possible for him to get that kind of attention, Damien? That's up to you to decide, because I don't know if I ever thought about that being a possibility.
It takes a lot more than that, but... Pronouns for Ash?
For Ash?
For Ash.
Thank you for asking.
Ash
They,
Embers.
them.
They get a text message.
Of course. Alright, cool. Pulls out his phone, looks at it.
What? Period.
Can I just hit a button on my phone to just, like, call that number that just texted me?
Nope. You're probably gonna have to text back.
Heck. Like, text him back, there's been a development. And then probably police badge emoji, United States flag emoji.
You probably get a secondary text saying, Damien technically isn't an agent, but he's a good ally of mine. At least I like to think he is.
From who?
Emoji with a tongue sticking out knife. Suddenly, there's a knock at the door.
Cool. Door to the hotel room or door to the bathroom?
Door to the bathroom.
Cool. Open the door, flip the light on, turn the shower off.
Damien is there not happy in the slightest.
Show him the badge in my pocket.
Shows him a coffee punch card in response.
Take his card, look at it, nod, hand it back. I'm sorry to wake you.
What does the US government need this time? Last time it was... I don't even want to go into politics anymore.
Like, points over his shoulder. Kid's asleep. Can we talk outside?
Excuse me, what?
Turn around.
No. I'm not falling for that.
Okay, can I walk around him or is he blocking the door?
They are in the doorway, but they are not blocking the door.
Yeah, so I just walk past him, gesture at the sleeping kid, gesture at the sleeping woman.
Damien is in full what the hell mode. He is...
Damien, you smell dragon?
Probably smell dragon on ash.
You smell dragon on ash and from the woman.
Let me guess. It's eczema again. Eczema is the code word for dragon because scaly, cracked skin.
Do I know that?
Probably.
Well,
Actually,
I guess this just turned into a buddy cop flip.
The development doesn't have anything to do with us. We're here to... Again, they're asleep. Outside?
Takes the pot of coffee with them.
Nice. Like, head outside and, like, the... Does this hotel have a patio, or is it just, like, steps?
I'd assume that there is, like, some sort of balcony up front where all the hotel rooms link to each other, kind of like a second-floor corridor.
Cool. Yeah,
Cool.
there's a second floor corridor. It's a big enough hotel to have hallways and like an elevator and shit.
That'll work. Like, pull out like a pack of smokes, unopened, and like offer it to Damien.
Damien already has a cigarette out. He's lighting it. Offers the lighter.
Like waves him off. Puts the pack away. There's no deer in Pact-Boon.
There is no deer in Pact-Boon.
Kid in there. Cassandra Protocol. Saw a deer.
GM, remind me, what's the Cassandra Protocol?
Cassandra was a Greek tragedy. She was cursed with prophecy, but no one would believe her.
Yeah, basically. I probably should have gone with you two to see what codes you know. That was on me. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah. Look, I've been working almost every day since Saturday. I appreciate you filling me in. I apologize for not being there for it.
No, I didn't discuss this with Sibs either. We're just making shit up. It's fine.
I know. The last time you pulled me over, it was a demon from the Circle of Lust. What is it this time in this kid's skull?
Something you're familiar with, and I'm not. Primordial?
Vicious reminder to the whole fiasco of Death or New Providence and screaming. A whole ton of screaming.
Maybe also animate pancakes.
The waffles.
Can I just rewind? That coffee card was to a waffle place.
I'm into
Yes.
Okay. So it is a Cassandra Protocol. Am I going to be quizzed upon the issue Operation Spilled Waffle, or are we discussing what's going to happen?
I thought you were here investigating that.
Pulls a fork out from their shirt. A little bit of blood visible. No, I was dealing with some personal matters.
There's a kind of sound of like something hitting the ground, and like a little bit down the hall, Zagirus reappears and kind of like dusts himself off. Starts walking down the hall. Yeah, I didn't explain myself very well, did I?
No, you didn't.
Stab me later. Anyways, points to Damien. Not an agent, not here to investigate, but I thought I'd bring you into this anyways, because you're good at this.
I was speaking with her, I hope you know.
There
So this better be interesting.
There are significantly worse things that could happen to us than her.
Significantly worse things that are happening to us to her, and you haven't even told me anything yet. It's just cold readings and blank remarks. This isn't the Men in Black.
Ash looked down at himself. Excuse me?
Looks at Ash. Do you care if I just tell him?
Tell him what? I only know there's a deer here.
What?
Thumbs up. There's a running theory that that deer might not be normal. We can't tell if it's primordial. We can't tell if it's supernatural. All we know is there's no deer in Pact-Boon. People are going missing, and it's getting bad.
And one of yours was recently accosted, nearly got banished.
Fucking, Damien, this is bad, and you and I both know why. Fifth ring.
Wait, who was accosted? What's going on?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, and Zagreus said to talk to you.
Well, from what all I know is Apuk is a fifth ring greed demon. She's one of Avdon's superiors, but she went missing a few days ago, and recently, as a couple hours ago, this one found her in the woods, about to fade. She has no memory of what got her, but all I know is if I can get a fifth ring demon to start fading, we are in deep shit.
I need to make some calls.
I'm sure you do.
And you're not going to track them.
I don't. I want to go to sleep. You can do whatever you want. However, we're involved now. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, you are. And as I've come to know, the U.S. government has always gotten themselves involved in the craziest things for the most private and childish reasons.
I run a boarding house upstate New York for people like us. Actually, it's public.
You also have a sugar mama who is...
Takes the glove off on his left hand and holds up a gold band. Excuse me?
Yes.
Nice.
I'd like a little autonomy inside of all of this.
I don't have the rank to tell you what to do. You just have more information than I do. I want to keep these people safe. That's all.
That's how it starts. Then there's screaming and fighting, and then the ceiling opens, and suddenly the waffles get off the plate and start attacking you. But you know this already.
Yeah. There's nothing that's going to go bump out there that I'm not going to be ready for. Eventually.
But
I'm not here to hinder you.
He is not here for your situation with the woman. And you are not here for his situation entirely. Mostly I was just going to call you up for information, see if you know anything.
The only reason we're having this conversation is because one of yours was missing. They've been returned, but they were nearly dead.
Demons get eaten all the time. They get ripped to shreds.
By deer?
Fifth ring demons, dude. We both know this.
Pulls the glove back on and, Velcros it into place.
People like me get ripped apart all the time. People lower than us get ripped apart all the time. People a ring above us on the rare occasion get that kind of treatment. The fifth ring, Damien. You don't have to help anyone. I just wanted to know if you had any ideas, dude.
No, I don't.
Well, shit.
So, you make some calls, and we'll meet for lunch.
I'll be right back. Ask some friends. Figure this out, and then get back to my vacation. Picks up the phone.
Got a text from Lassa Stool.
Love you, Gabsy. Opens it.
It's like a video of fucking Laura Lynn and Lily just messing around with the baking supplies, and a little caption at the bottom, "You're missing a party!" And then the video ends.
Text emoji of Text a brief message. My kind compatriot, while I regret to inform you that I cannot attend this party at this time, there is nonsense afoot, and I seek your counsel and the counsel of others in your stead. Would you be so willing as to send me a little bit of information, should you permit? I will make the next party, as you say. I'll even bring the music. I have a few pieces that slap.
Text message, never say something slaps again. I cannot get the mental image of you in that dumb business suit out of my head saying slap like a man.
I just imagine dancing waffles next time.
Oh, Lord, no!
But I do have a contact, but I do have someone you can talk to. Remember Dell?
I asked the gentleman who damn near pissed himself at my presence.
Well, he should give you information.
Is he willing to work with dragons? You really should join me out here. It's rather entertaining.
Later. And you get, and the secondary response is, bummer you can't join, patching you to the little dude upstairs. And all of a sudden, in your head, oh God, new connection. Hi, who is this?
Yes. Hello, Dell. How has it been since the Pagon? Right, sorry about that.
You again. Hey. Hi. Why did lots of school just pack me through to you?
First off, I wanted to check up on you. How are you? How is your health? How are your wings? Doing all right, I hope.
Wings have recovered fine. Where are you? I can see things, but I have no idea where you are exactly, and I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking.
Well, we're having one of those demonic rages, don't you know, with the virgin sacrifices and the goats and the yop.
Aha. What do you need?
Have you tracked any sort of primordial type interference in the time since I've been here? Apparently, they say there's no deer in this town, but lo and behold, there is one.
Beat of silence. What?
Something is amiss, and quite afoot.
Noted. You hear like the sound of flickering book. Nothing on record, but I can do some reading if you'd like.
I would be very grateful if you did, and do tell your associate the next time we do have a bit of a party, the two of you are invited. Diplomatic immunity, of course.
Kind of like get a nod. All right, I'll get you what information I can by tomorrow at noonish.
Excellent.
All right.
Ta-ta.
Trying to get like the phone dial hang up.
They're going to call
to himself for like a solid 5 minutes ish.
And then they're going to quickly make a call to Laura Lynn. Quickly.
Oh boy.
You feel like
sure. I'm getting a phone call.
You're getting that chill up the back of your neck, and then suddenly, just in front of you, a small portal pops open with Damien's face. Hi, hello, how's it going? I heard there was waffles. What seems to be the issue? I mean, what it seems to be...
Wait a minute here. I thought you weren't supposed to get in here. Are the words on the house failing?
Updated the words last night. No.
It's complicated, but the long and short of it is, oh, shit! I completely forgot what I was supposed to ask about. Sips, help me out here.
Fuck, no idea. Hi.
We lost the plot, everyone.
We lost the plot.
No, we lost the plot.
It's been an hour and we've lost the plot. Here we go.
It all goes downhill from here.
Get it?
Did Lala tell you to call me?
No, but I just wanted to check in. I heard that there was a reenactment of the Siege of Troy, and the bread box was being used as a Trojan horse. How's that going?
Well, you see,
You hear Lily and Martini like laughing their asses off in the background. For those of you who don't know, those are two characters from the previous game.
Everything seems to be going fine, I think.
Excellent. By the way, don't tell Martini I said this, but on the top shelf where we keep the expensive liquor, there is a set of sandwich savers. I think you could make use of those, but I just need something from you
Sandwich
instead.
what?
Oh, the tiny little plastic sandwich savers. You've never seen them?
No. Look, I'm just happy to have bread.
Have bread that isn't animated. You're just happy.
No, like bread in general. Remember, Laurelin is like so used to growing up with like hunt and cook your own food while
Valid.
being chased by monsters.
Right then. There may be a primordial in this town, Pact-Boon. I'm radioing ahead just to see if I can.
More primordials?
Yes, I know. They even have a government suit here. It's getting a little ridiculous.
Oh man, the government's involved too.
Yes, they saw the entire operation through a retrospective vision. It's quite annoying.
Well, I'm kind of busy babysitting Lily, so I can't help you.
You hear your sister groan something about, I can send him what little research I've done on that primordial sample you took from the last time.
Oh, goody!
Thank you. And for that, instantly you have a series of numbers in the back of your head. Might be a code to the liquor cabinet that Damien keeps locked up all the time.
Stop putting weird things in my head!
I can't help it. What's the deal with that benefit?
I never said I was making a deal with you!
You just did!
There's not necessarily a deal involved, as neither party specifically stated the terms and conditions.
Shut up, Martini. I'm just having a little fun with her.
May I ask something, Secret Keeper?
Sure.
How far away is Damien making these calls? Because I have a fantastic joke, but I don't know if it's relevant.
He...
I mean, like, a little bit over halfway across the country?
What?
More like how where was Damien standing making these
Yeah, where's
calls?
Damien standing making these calls?
Got
Because I
ground
asked...
floor, across the street, down the alley, behind the building.
Damn. Because if you were just a couple feet away and you said, what's the deal without benefits? Ash was going to say government work. But anyway...
Hey.
And just in the distance, Damien hears out of the blue building into the night. Government work!
You're right.
I need to go. The suit is asking questions. Anywho, send me what you know by tomorrow morning. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and goodbye. Ta-ta.
Okay, bye!
Click.
So, did Zagreus stick around?
Zagreus was sticking around, letting Damien make his calls. He looks a little nervous, but like kind of, and not, I'm tired, but I'm going to worry about this anyways.
Right. So I think like while they're waiting, I think Ash like offers him the pack of smokes if he wants it.
I've had.
I'm just getting more and more of Rave Master guy vibes.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Yeah.
I just want to put in there, if they have a giant key on hand, they wouldn't be out of the realm of existing in the Kingdom Hearts series with that getup too. Okay, I'm done. Anyways,
You're right.
You're not wrong. But also you just insulted my entire people. But yes.
Okay, I've eaten enough of this scene. They return to
Ash. His name is Ash.
My brain is firing so fast and so hard, I'm forgetting this stuff as soon as it happens.
You're right.
Damien
Don't
returns to Ash, and they hash it out.
Right.
I've gotten it into my people that I need some information. I'll have something eventually. What are you going to do?
I feel like Laurelin probably just like casts a spell where Damien can have the information in like a matter of minutes.
But it's probably going to be at where he was staying, so...
Oh yeah, probably. Just like a book.
Dust everywhere.
In the alley.
Worry about that later. So what did you want to ask Ash before Damien comes back?
Oh, I didn't want to ask him anything. I was just gonna like offer him a smoke and then like reiterate like, if you need someplace to go where you don't have to worry about things, I know a place.
Probably good. I appreciate it, though. I have people here.
Fair enough. And then, yeah, Damien comes back. He's like, what are you going to do? And I think Ash looks confused. He's like, probably go lay down next to my wife and sleep?
Yes.
Sleep or sleep?
Sleep.
Yes.
They just flew down from New York and her wings are tired.
And there's a 13-year-old in the room.
Yeah, like...
Quote said 13-year-old, I don't need to know about sex, dick. Actual quote from the session 0 we ran. Anyways.
I wasn't there for that.
It's all good.
Well, I was there for some of it, but
as I
moving
said,
on.
Talk to you tomorrow about lunch, providing nothing else happens. You don't seem overly concerned. He doesn't seem overly concerned, so I assume we have at least a morning.
I suppose, Damien says, holding out the hand with the phone in it, and instantly a knife just stabs through the screen. Well, I need to get back to that. You could be a bit more polite in the future with that, you know?
Very
Pushes
angry
the blade back into the phone.
Very angry series of texts.
Were you saying Ash could be more polite, or...?
No.
For some on the other end of his phone.
Ash.
The person who stabbed a knife out of his phone.
Ash with the summoning in the middle of an argument.
That's what I thought.
My bad.
I asked him where you were. He said he didn't know, but you were in charge of the Circle's dealings here, and I thought you'd want to know that one of yours nearly died.
Not say that. I said that he was here dealing with something else.
Did they say what I was dealing with?
No, you're right.
I did
The
not.
sheriff said that you were working for an out-of-towner.
No, that would be Zag and Avden who are working for the sheriff.
That's what I mean. He's talking to Zag.
Ah, gotcha. Yep, I'm the one for the sheriff.
And him, like, points at Damien, right?
Nope. He's just good at things.
Like,
And
slow,
why?
like, slow hand to the back of the head. I got some faulty information. I'm sorry about the summoning. Didn't mean to do
Damien's head
that.
slowly turns, and you can see horn starting to push out of his forehead.
I slow thumbs up. Have a good night. Immediately vanishes into the ground. Maybe you can trace him if you want.
Oh, I do want to trace him. You know, in the future, if there's any demonic dealings, talk to me, please. They get a little annoyed when there's leaks in the boat.
To Zag, I assume?
I believe to me.
To Ash about Zag.
The Circle has the most control in Pact-Boon. The boy was a danger. I called him in to have a look at him. While that was going on, I mentioned that one of yours was injured. He seemed to think that was a problem. We went from there.
Oh, I was really looking forward to cutting out his tongue.
You're rather cavalier about all this. Greed?
No. No. It's poor manners to talk about work. So then I'm guessing you would like to work with me to solve all of this, then?
Not if you're not working on it.
I'd like to work on it if there's something in it for me.
You get a quick buzz on your phone from the contact labeled L. Gonna be a few days. Shit just got more complicated.
Text back. Explain. ...
Later. Complicated.
I don't know if there's anything in it for you. I don't know if there's anything in it at all. I just know that people are going missing. Someone is hunting people like us.
I
have proof
to
of
need
that.
someone then. If you want me to work for you, I'm going to need someone.
For me? I don't have... I'm an agent.
You are an agent with resources.
I don't have jurisdiction to recruit, and I certainly don't have power over you.
I'm not asking for power. I'm asking if there's someone you want disappeared. Someone powerful.
There's a pause. As much as I want to say her father, I can't.
Someone human? Someone who's run their mouth too much?
You say someone human and Ash starts laughing.
Damien laughs with them.
No, that's fine. That's fine. They're humans. They're important. I mean, I'm human technically, but no.
And so am I.
I think Ash laughs harder.
Damien doesn't. Just smiles.
I mean, you mean used to be human, right? I don't need the amulet. You're not. You're just not.
If you want my help in this, you're going to pass on a rather powerful adversary you want taken care of to me.
I don't have any.
Well, when you do, you know where to look. I'm going to be moving in a few days, and
Oh, excuse me.
it would be helpful if I used that person for business.
Honestly, I can't think of anyone.
All right, then. I have my job to do when you have yours. And now, if you'll excuse me, text back to L, coming to you.
Very fast reply. No. Busy. Favor. Second. Stop. Stay. Put.
Question marks? Fine.
Stay. Pact-Boon handling it. Weird shit. Small child. Anyways.
Small child? Question mark. Text a description of the small child.
And the phone kind of goes silent from there. The phone goes silent from there.
Trouble at
Sounds
home.
Dealing with something.
Sorry?
He says trouble at home.
Looks over to the child sleeping in the apartment with a very stern glance.
So the closed door of the hotel room.
Looks up to Ash. I think your child has gotten himself involved with something powerful.
Yes, me. What of it?
No. More powerful than you. More powerful than I.
I'm being sealed for.
Hence the summoning. Yes, I know that already.
Do I have to spell it out to you?
Were you not?
Your adopted child just texted my ex.
Again, laughing.
You
have a
very... Now I've got to play damage control again.
You have a very poor read of the situation.
Damien, permanent babysitter.
The boy is from here. He's from Pact-Boon. I'm just concerned about his abilities, which Zegarus said were largely fine. He's sleeping it off. I didn't adopt him. I have no intention of adopting him. The second point, I doubt he texted anyone. He's asleep.
Well, talk with me. Let's talk.
I'm back, miss.
As long as we stay in this dimension.
Oh, we will.
Like, turns. I have a question for the Secret Keeper before we walk away.
Yeah, what's up?
Are we being eavesdropped on?
Most certainly would seem like it.
It seems, both of you can roll me weird. You'll get a +2 because you two are probably both thinking the same thing.
8.
11.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely, Ash, you definitely get the feeling you've been being eavesdropped on. Damien, you know for a fact Lilath has been listening in, but you kind of get the feeling that connection has dropped. Whatever Lilath was doing to communicate, or whatever she was doing, has been interrupted hard. And the only time this kind of hard interruption occurs is A, jumping rings of hell, B, primordial.
I actually meant charity, but okay.
Damien looks up. The air of sternness and with a hint of arrogance drops. How well equipped are you for the next 10 minutes of... Looks over at the door where the child is sleeping. Intense combat.
If we're on this dimension, I'm fine. I'm ready for anything. If we go to a different dimension, I need some time to prepare. And you're going to have to deal with a very angry dragon.
Is close. Something is very close. And I want you to spend the night in. Relax, watch some HBO or whatever content-safe analog it is for this channel.
There you go.
And
watch
I want
some TV.
you to make sure that no one goes in. There's an escaped killer on the loose, you see. It gestures to where they assume something might be hiding.
Slowly narrows eyes. So you do know what's happening in this town.
And I do know one of two things could have happened just now, and neither of them are relatively helpful. I don't have a use for you, but you seem helpful, so I'm going to keep you around. You remind me of someone I used to work with, so I'm going to err on the side of my instincts and work with you for now.
All right. I think.
Can I... Oh, I couldn't have done it. Tomorrow at the Bogside Cafe. I assume, for lunch?
Fine with me.
Excellent. Order the mango smoothie. It's wonderful. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And with that, Damien is gone.
So, fair enough, on all counts. Was Charity eavesdropping? That's what I was asking about, actually.
I don't know, because she's never run into you guys. She's staying at the same hotel, but I don't know what time it is.
It was probably like around early morning, late-ish night.
Yeah, so like 4 a.m.-ish.
I mean, depends. How thin are the walls?
I mean,
how suspicious does Damien look going in and out of the hotel?
I mean, Damien vanished, Zagreus vanished, so...
But, like, in the common room or in your room?
No, we were not in my room. We were in the outside hallway between the rooms the entire time.
I mean, Charity was probably in her room, though.
That's what I mean.
Probably would have heard two men fighting about something.
Fighting?
Talking, fighting, something.
Discussing. You heard people talking loudly.
Not too loudly.
Yeah,
not too loudly, but
Less loudly, more you heard people talking in the halls because the walls are not very thick.
I mean,
Like,
is there a peephole in the doors?
yeah, there are.
Oh god, she's right next door. No.
I mean, yeah, of course it is.
Hey.
It's a horror movie. Of course she's right next door.
You also met your wife in passing.
Is an 8 enough to notice her after Damien leaves?
Not. Well, yes, but there would also have to be a something else.
Okay.
Because success usually means that,
I mean, she was probably more of like keeping an eye out on the window.
I mean,
than listening at the door.
Okay.
So she probably saw Damien just turn and then instantly turn to a cloud of ash.
Or
Yeah.
Zagreus sink into the floor.
Probably.
You probably heard Ash say, "You'll deal with a very angry dragon" at one point. Like,
Damien probably would have sounded like he was in the mob.
You both probably sound like you're in the mob or some shit.
Mob, she doesn't care about too much.
Government, on the other fucking hand.
You did hear about government, and then like
what I'm saying is,
probably when she saw something suspicious out of the window, she's just sitting there with like one of her guns.
the point is, can I notice?
Chilling on the street below.
Can I notice her? Is my point.
But it's away from the door.
If she's away from the door, probably not. You hear something probably get knocked in her hotel room, but if it's enough for him to gain suspicion just from a random sound, if it's enough for them to get a suspicion from a random knock in a hotel room, then depends.
Considering where I live and what I do for a living, a random knock in a hotel hallway at 4 a.m. is probably something he should investigate.
I mean, it's a hotel room, so...
I
mean, somebody could have just rolled over in their sleep.
I mean, that's fair. That's why I'm asking. Like, is the 8 enough? Do you want to like use a different roll entirely? Because like, I assume
I feel like that would probably be like sharp.
Okay,
Sharp.
fine with me.
Thank
10.
Then, yeah, you definitely know that isn't like someone rolled over and knocked something over. That's the sound of someone is up and moving about. Moving about doing what? No idea.
Yeah. So like, Damien disappears. Ash is about to go back in his room. Here's the thump. Stops. With a 10, can I tell which room it came from?
I mean, yeah, it's right next door to you.
Cool. Like, step over, quietly knock on the door.
There's like probably some shuffling inside the room.
What just happened?
And then Charity will like take a peek and be like, "Who's there?"
Just pause. My name is Agent Ash Embers. I work for the United States federal government. I just want to apologize for anything that might have awoken you from your sleep tonight, ma'am.
You know, it's awful rude to be waking up a lady from her beauty rest like this.
Hence the apology, ma'am.
Perhaps maybe next time you want to keep it down a little bit more.
I fully intend to.
Belle? You recognize the name of that agency.
I didn't give the name of the agency.
Nope, I'm stupid. I'm going nuts.
I just said United States government.
Fair enough. Never mind, I'm going nuts.
Did I recognize the name though?
It just said United States government. Ash Embers. Considering you work for the same agency as Arthur Vaco, you might. I'm trying to figure out what that might be.
I do a lot of field work, but I'm not very public because I live in the middle of the woods in a Stephen King novel.
To be fair,
Yeah, but you personally cleaned up.
Yeah, I was there for the cleanup of Death in New Providence. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this organization is maybe at max 200 people. Arthur has definitely spoken about the people who were there to clean up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Hey, that name sounds familiar. Have we met before?
Ooh, is there a role in this system for like not letting your face show?
Probably cool.
If there is, it'd probably be cool. Yeah.
Do you
Definitely cool.
Do you want me to roll that? And I ask because if anybody recognizes Ash, they were usually on the other side of his claws, and that's usually like makes him nervous.
Feel free to roll cool. See
Okay.
how that goes.
I'm happy to do it. Oop. Hey, got a 10. Okay. So there's a like, I think he still hesitates before answering. He says, "There's a door between us, ma'am. I'm afraid I couldn't tell you."
Are you trying to ask me to let you in? You know a lady can't be seen with a man in a room at night this early in the morning.
Absolutely not. But I can't answer your question without more information.
Well then, how's about you and I get some breakfast?
Pause. To be honest with you, I haven't slept.
Well, you did wake me up and all. You and your friend, wherever he went.
Is it obvious she knows at this point?
Yes, probably.
Okay.
He knows there's nonsense, most likely.
I mean, maybe.
Can
I could roll cool and see if I can play it off.
I mean, yes, but like you said wherever he went, and like I'm.
He's not obviously in the hallway with you now.
Okay, valid.
So yeah, roll cool.
Do I get any bonuses or no?
+1 because he can't really see your face.
I was gonna say I'm inclined to give her a bonus because I can't fucking see her.
Yeah, one, you can't see me, and two, he's no longer in the hallway with you. I heard him walk off.
He didn't walk off though. That's the thing. You didn't hear him walk off.
Oh, right.
He just vanished. Right.
But I don't hear his voice anymore.
Valid. No,
and I don't see him through the window.
Absolutely not disputing.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Look at that. All right.
Whether you know or not, it does not matter because Ash cannot tell.
Fair.
The door's in your way, you keep talking as if nothing has happened.
I wouldn't exactly call my point is I know we were loud and I was just trying to apologize. I heard that you were awake.
Well, I suppose I can accept that apology.
I think Ash like you see him through the people. You see him like turn. He says, "Have a good morning, then." Starts to head over to his room.
So keep watching.
It goes into the door. Goes into the door like right beside your room. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like after that, she probably like starts taking apart one of the guns that she had ready.
I was gonna say she's standing behind the door with a fucking gun. Yeah.
And starts putting together like a different gun.
Of course.
You are ready.
Opens up her suitcase and starts putting together a different gun.
I think Ash is gonna sleep for the first time in a day.
Good for him. All right. So, child is asleep. The lady is rearranging.
I do think that, like, okay, so Damien made that phone call, like, across the street in the alley, right?
Yeah, but your hotel room faces the back of the hotel.
That's a shame. Because I was like, if I could have seen that, like, I think she would have been keeping an eye on, like, outside suspicious activity because she was told there was a curfew. So anybody that she saw walking out at night.
I mean...
I think it would have been interesting just to see the book pop out of nowhere where Damien was making the phone call.
Yeah.
That's up for Jack.
Actually,
you think he might have gone out back, actually?
She might have seen Damien Ayumi,
Yeah.
roll
So
sharp. I have an idea.
I'll allow it. Roll sharp. See what happens. Mixed success.
You see a figure out of the back of your window. Does Charity have a thermal scope?
No, but she's
Oh.
farsighted.
Right. She would have probably seen someone in the courtyard talking on a cell phone. Similar to that. Not quite. Ugh.
You definitely saw
similar.
someone out back then.
Yeah, because remember, she's farsighted.
Can't hear a damn thing he's saying, but
It's. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say she's killed people before of other agencies.
Charity?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's killed before, certainly.
probably not people. Probably more like just critters that are dangerous.
Yeah, more monsters than people.
Maybe it's your agency, maybe it's someone else's. And that's all I'm going to say. From what she said.
No, because she already met the contact in this town.
Yeah.
She would know. She would recognize them.
So
Yeah,
she
Damien
would
is a
see.
dude on the phone.
She
Yeah.
would see an agent out back talking on their phone.
Or just some business dude. This is a general hotel.
Or some business dude.
Actually, she was. No, she probably didn't have a.
Also,
But she probably had a gun trailed on you.
you have a gun, but you don't have a. Oh, sweetie, we need to talk. Anyways, end of scene.
It's a kind of special thing I have homebrewed for her.
She's a special. She's a special character we came up with.
All of these characters are special in one way or another. But anyways, end of that scene. Last thing we trail off on is probably
the gun that she was probably taking apart was the one that she was trailing on you.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, next day, hot, muggy, feels like rain. Kinda all around awful. But anyways, who's up first?
I mean, Charity's probably going for a stroll, getting some tea.
Did you even sleep?
I mean, Charity probably slept in between the dinner and then being loud voices in the hallway.
I was asking Damien if he slept, because I know Damien does not need to sleep.
Damien didn't sleep. Damien went over notes, but Damien will be going last because Damien ate the hell up out of this scene.
Fair enough.
I mean, I imagine the 13-year-old probably wakes up pretty early.
Probably
the 13-year-old who actually got like a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, and because he's supposed to be in school.
Yeah,
so, I don't know.
That's not happening.
But he didn't have school.
So Mason, Mason, you wake up like around the time that usually you would have been like shaken awake by your mom, except you're just in a hotel room.
Man, I gotta stop having those weird dreams. Glance over at the other bed.
I feel like Ashes is there, but Alex isn't.
Yeah, no. Alex is probably actually walking back into the room holding some like a chocolate milk muffin and whatever Ash's breakfast of choice is. So like she comes in, sees that you're awake, puts a kind of finger claw to her lips since you can see that like dragon in a human eyes.
Also known as the mason jar. That's great, Sir Squeaky.
Oh my god.
No. But yeah, no, she'll like sit down in a chair, offer you the chocolate milk and the muffin.
He will devour the hell out of it.
Nice.
Because chocolate muffin, chocolate milk, there is no better combo.
Chocolate milk is great for breakfast.
Anyways, she's kind of quiet, like, so how'd you sleep?
Well, surprisingly good considering everything that happened last night.
Fair enough. I was worried you might have, well, did you have nightmares? You seem to be struggling for a little bit, according to one of our friends.
Well, I don't know if I call them nightmares. Sometimes they can get scary like nightmare. It's more like I see things that have happened, are happening. I don't know how exactly to describe it.
It's very hard to explain how a dragon does the "oh" face.
I mean, she's in
But-
human form.
Yeah, but like basically you just watch her like kind of go, "Oh." And she kind of like puts two and two together. "Oh. Oh. Oh."
So when she raises the volume, I think Ash stirs and sits up,
Go
Like-
back to sleep, Ash. It's fine.
rubs his eyes. We have a kid to do. What time is it?
Probably like
Quarter after 6?
Yeah.
Immediately like, oh fuck, you're awake.
I mean, to be fair, dear, he usually would have school around now.
Yeah, but I have a feeling I'm not going to school.
I mean, you're going to school. You're just not going to that school.
I mean fair point.
And right now, and he's like his eyes are closed. He's got one hand on his head, and he'll sometimes take it off to like point. And I think like he points at Alex without opening his eyes. He says, "Right now, we need to keep an eye on him."
Nods. Probably hands you like your breakfast of choice. What is that for Alex? I mean, not Alex.
For
I mean,
Ash, oh geez, probably like a bacon and cheese omelet with some hash browns on the side and like some strong like tea with milk.
Yeah, she probably used like a public kitchen area that they have downstairs to do this. It's not as great as you know she can do, but she did with what she could.
Wait, hang on.
What?
I just had a thought. If Charity saw Damien making that phone call, and Charity kept an eye out on that, even hearing the angry voices in the hallway after, before Ash knocked on the door, would she have noticed Laurelyn's book appearing out of nowhere where Damien
would've-
was?
Probably
She
not.
would have noticed.
Probably not due to the fact that it isn't Laura Lynn's. It's her sister's book, and it's a very small thing that can be fit in the pocket. Her sister
She's-
doesn't do bright and gaudy. Her sister does small and efficient.
I mean, it's still a thing that appeared out of nowhere, though. Like, probably,
Fair.
like, appeared in the air and then plopped down on the ground. Because it was initially meant to, like, appear in his hands.
And
Fair.
I'd like to argue that Damien probably would have stuffed something in his jacket on a 9. She would have
Fair
caught
enough.
him stuffing something in his jacket, but not a book.
Fair enough. Something goes in the jacket, but you couldn't quite make out what it was.
But, like, the book that appeared was after Damien left, though, right? Because Damien didn't get it. It took, like, a moment, because Damien had already walked away.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, like, if Charity had noticed that, she would have gone over there and picked the book.
Then
You're up
again,
on the
in the
second
morning.
floor.
if I may,
Go on.
I think I think Damien would have stayed until the book appeared, probably
Fair.
caught it midair as it appeared, and then left.
Okay.
Fair.
take a sip of the tea without opening his eyes, and he says, "Got some more information on our Vic.
Aye. What about her?
5th Circle.
Fucking hells.
Child
That girl?
present."
I've heard worse.
Sorry. Sorry. Well, that's significantly worse from my research. Significantly worse. Oh dear.
Why is that a bad thing?
Wait. Also, the deer might be a primordial, which is apparently what did in New Providence.
Oh, one of those things. Hell. Those are one of the things I don't even have research on. Not even my dad knows anything about them until recently, and that's just through the limited stuff we were able to get.
Apparently, the Circle doesn't know much more. I talked to a specialist, and he didn't give me the time of day. finally opens his eyes and like winces. Oh, as for you, like points at Mason, you're fine mostly. You're not gonna go supernova anytime soon.
Well, that's good. I have a question though.
Mm,
What's a primordial?
I have no idea.
Wish I could tell you, kid.
Are they like another thing that goes bump in the night?
It's a very rare thing that goes bump in the night, apparently. Look, I'm just here to find missing people, which probably involves things like me and her, but I don't really. I'm a blood instrument. You point me at a location, you say, hey, Ash, go deal with that, I go deal with it.
Mason points at your breakfast. Ash, could you deal with that?
Working on it, kid.
Okay.
Just tell an adult to eat.
Yeah.
In the meantime, like, looks back at Alex. The agent's meeting us for lunch. He's weird. Don't eat him.
Thumbs up. I have something to eat, and she's like playing with a gold coin between her fingers.
And cocks his thumb at the like wall by the bed. He says, "Our neighbor is suspicious."
As in, she's suspicious of us, or suspicious as in we might want to question her?
She saw the agent disappear. I know that much. I don't know anything else. But she didn't react.
Got it.
She invited me to breakfast. Don't eat her.
Slight tension, slightly stricter smile. Starts biting on the
Is that
gold
your
coin.
answer just to everything?
Basically, I mean, she's a giant dragon. She's like a 3-story tall dragon. Like,
Yeah. Mason, you watch this woman start biting on a gold coin.
I think he's staring very intently because, as established in session 0, Mason knows nothing about dragons and is very interested in them.
Would Mason be like, is that a chocolate coin? Can I
no,
have one?
he knows she's a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can see that
That's
she's a
fair.
dragon. Mason has the sight. Anyone
That's
who's
right.
true, anyone he looks at, he can see the true form of.
As long as I take
Gotcha.
off my sunglasses.
Yeah, as long as the sunglasses are off. Did you bring those with you?
For simplicity's sake, we'll say yeah.
So yeah, like her form is flickering in and out just due to the sheer fact of dragon, but like you can tell that she's mostly human, like in this form.
One other thing, kid.
Hmm?
There was a doctor here last night. And he looks at Alex like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. And he looks back at Mason and he goes, he checked you over, made sure you weren't gonna, kaboom.
Uh-huh.
And he mentioned that you have nightmares. And he mentioned that it might be tied to what you can do. But, he holds up a finger, nightmares suck. Nightmares suck.
I know.
He helped you last night, and I'm waiting to hear back if he has some kind of medicine for you. You can tell he almost said the word potion.
Nerd.
I mean, sometimes I do get nightmares. I'm pretty sure everybody gets them sometimes.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about the ones that you know what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, not a lot of those are nightmares. Only sometimes.
And they suck.
Eh.
Like, giant bite of egg and bacon.
I mean, I saw a demon lady beating somebody up with a chair last night.
Or,
I don't know that that's scary, but they were very confused when I responded.
like, swallows. Did you get a location?
No, wait. Somewhere in the woods?
The woods here?
No, the lady beating the shit out of that other dude was like somewhere you don't recognize. The room was like flushed in red. Sorry, I should have specified that.
No, you're fine. No, but it was, like, really red in there.
Any place
Not
here
like-
in town that it looked like?
Shakes his head.
Not important.
Okay.
So, you get a day off school. That gives him a tired thumbs up. But the deal is, you stay close to me or you stay close to Alex.
But what happens if you two run off and I can't quite catch up?
That won't happen.
Okay.
That
Are we
won't
still
happen
going-
until we find someone else to watch you.
Okay. Are we still going with the shtick of you're my aunt and uncle?
Looks at Alex. How many brothers do you have?
Starts counting on her fingers. About 3. I don't talk to any of them really, so for all I know, there could be more now.
You want a fake nephew?
She kind of gets that grin on her face, like, you know, Alex likes to handle kids. Like, she loves being around children. Like, she wants to be a mom, but doesn't want to trust herself with that responsibility, so she's down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
For the sake of it, my name is Ash, her name is Alex.
Well, I know that. You said your name earlier. But I didn't know your name, Mrs. Tall Lady. I mean, Mrs. Ash. Or Alex.
She giggles a little bit.
It's still early. I don't know how to talk.
Alex
That's fine, dear.
Corsino. I'm guessing that didn't come through.
Sorry,
No.
no, it didn't. Sorry.
Ash said Alex Dranda Corsina.
That's
She nods.
that's long and confusing. I'm just gonna call you Miss Alex.
That's a good plan. Being me, I have to be able to pronounce dragon names. Her father insists, rolls his eyes.
That sounds taxing. I don't want to have to deal with that.
All you need to know is my dad's a butt, and we aren't going to talk to him.
Okay. I like that plan.
Luckily, he's nowhere near here. We checked before taking this job.
Nods. Alaska.
For the moment. Finishes his food, sets the tray down. Thank you for getting that.
They have a little bit of a cooking setup down there. Not as great as what I can usually do.
Wait, you cooked?
They kind of have a little weird breakfast thing set up down there,
We're
but
on vacation.
shrugs.
You're also in the only hotel in Pact-Boon.
You didn't, scare the cook, did you?
Yes, Ash, I broke into the kitchen and scared the cook. No, I did not scare the cook. He wasn't even awake. I checked.
What time did you get up? You were flying all day yesterday. You're the one who should be in bed. Fights a yawn. Uh-oh. I think Sibs... Yep.
Oh no.
Sibs died! Sibs is dead! Okay.
Oh no, Sibs!
All right. You get the yard access. I'll get the microphones. Cookie, make yourself look busy. We'll steal this entire show. And... oh, hi. How's it going?
Hi, Sibs.
Wonderful to
Welcome
have you
back.
here.
Sorry, my internet disconnected. I don't know why. I wish they would give me a little bit of a warning.
Now you're good. Welcome back.
Welcome back. We totally weren't going to hijack your show.
Oh, ma'am.
What did I miss and how much is on fire in the 5 seconds I was off screen?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all.
Ash just said, how he wasn't when Alex said he wasn't up yet. Ash says, "Wait, what time did you get up? You flew all day yesterday. You should be in bed."
Gotcha. She's kind of just offhandedly waving it, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not doing anything else today.
You might be.
I mean, it's your dinner meeting. Lunch meeting. I wouldn't want to interrupt.
I'm not talking about that. This thing, whatever it was, took out a fifth circle.
Do you want me to go take a look around?
No, I want you to stay here and sleep.
Chuckles a bit. Oh, if you insist.
I'll call you if I need anything. Like, puts a hand on the amulet.
She nods and, like, hugs you.
Yeah, give her a hug, give her a kiss.
Yeah.
It's okay, Miss Alex. I'll watch over him.
He chuckles a bit and, like, puts a hand to your head. That's very sweet of you, dear.
I mean, he's...
No, I mean
he's
literally
Cassandra
actually
protocol,
watching
like,
over him.
you actually can.
Fair enough.
You, back to bed. You, give me 10 minutes, I'm gonna take a shower.
Okay.
Yeah, Alex will, like, lay back down and, like, kind of rest until she fades back into sleep.
Like, toss Mason the TV remote. Yes, you can pay-per-view. Nothing obscene.
I would never.
I mean it. And if you wake her up, she'll eat you.
I'm aware.
Goes in the bathroom, takes a shower. Cleans off the mirror as well.
What time is it?
Like-
Probably, like, about 7 when they're done with their conversation.
Because I feel like Charity probably would have grabbed some breakfast and then headed back to her room. Because they were next door, she'd be kind of
Right.
keeping an eye on them.
Yeah, you probably see, like, did you go for breakfast around the same time as Alex?
Oh yeah, probably.
Then yeah, you probably see, like, Alex coming upstairs with, like, a lot more than you saw readily prepared on the buffet. And she kind of just smiles at you and enters the room unless you stop her.
Nah.
But yeah. You can't hear much of the conversation going on next door. It's quiet, but you can tell that there are, like, people waking up.
Mhm.
What are you doing? I'm assuming you're already, like, all dolled up and stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's got all her guns ready too.
As you should.
You might, like, just before they head out first.
I mean, given the number
And,
of
like-
piercings that Ash has, it probably takes him a minute to get ready, so, like...
Well, like,
Yeah.
yeah, but like, probably the 10 minutes Ash said about the shower, and then she'll, like, head out and stand out front as if she's waiting for somebody.
That's a lot louder than I intended.
You good? Want me to turn it down?
Since my computer isn't responding to anything I do right now.
There you go.
So yeah, you guys get ready for the day, etc., etc.
Oh, she probably meets up with, actually, like, before she, heads out to, like, catch, Ash heading out again. Because
basically-
she's kind of, like, suspicious of him. She'll probably go, like, meet up with Joel and be like, so there's this person from supposedly a government agency. Sounds kind of familiar.
Shit. Didn't think the government was actually sending anybody in. Didn't think this had gotten up that far yet.
And it sounds like she's like, she'll probably be like, there's a lady with him. Rattles off what Alex looks like, and then
There's
sounds
a
like there was
picture
one...
of what I'm basing Alex on backstage. She's got like the short dark hair, half shaved.
I'm just being...
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not saying explicitly, but like, and then she'll probably go into like, does she recognize the other voice in there as like not an adult voice?
Probably
Even though she can't make out what it's saying?
you can tell it's a little higher than most, but like it isn't like anything explicit. Like you can't really tell what's going on in there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna for Ash.
Yeah,
I think so. I think like she's a little bit suspicious. But she updates Joel on the situation.
Yeah, like, he'll probably go like, well, keep an eye on him if you can. I have to work today, or else I'd be helping you more. Sorry.
And then she'll, like, probably just stand outside to meet up with them when they leave.
So, yeah, Mason, Ash, do you two kind of go outside yet, or are y'all gonna stay inside for a little bit longer?
Oh, does she know what, did Joel tell her what Mason looked like? And stuff?
Probably not, because it didn't seem important. Because he doesn't know that Mason has powers. He doesn't. He just knows that Kel talks about his friend having a big imagination.
And being weird, but, like, she did go over there with Kel and, like, ask him about his friends and stuff.
Then, yeah, you probably got a small, probably pretty poor description of Mason, because it's his best friend.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know what Cookie intends to do, but Ash wants to keep Mason, like, where he's supposed to be, like, where he can keep an eye on him, but he still wants a job to do.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to try to get some more information on the missing people.
I mean,
weren't you gonna meet up with Damien?
That was at, like, noon. That was, like, lunchtime.
Yeah, it's, like, only 7-ish. Maybe 7:30 at latest.
I mean, you said you wanted to keep an eye out on Mason. If you're going somewhere, he is obliged to follow because he does not want to incur dragon wrath.
I mean,
I'll be right back,
you can
Ken.
stay with Alex and watch TV, like...
Yeah, but you're going out, and going out is more interesting than Cartoon Network.
That's what I thought. Wait, okay, now hang on. There's a lot of things you could have said, but you said Cartoon Network. I'm gonna have to... I don't know.
I'll be right back.
Have you seen Cartoon Network nowadays?
Yeah. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's no.
It used to be dope.
It did.
Yeah,
and
now it's trash.
Okay.
Anyway.
Uh,
Moving right along.
and it was never sponsored by Cartoon Network again.
Oh no, the horror.
So yeah, I mean, the first place we're going to go.
Mason did say that he'd keep an eye on Ash too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true. The first place we're going to go is your school,
Okay.
but you get to ride on a motorcycle. So
Hell yeah. Also, just for a note, Mason is wearing a very tattered looking pair of sunglasses now that he did not have on the previous night.
to, like, come out of the bathroom, like, fitting his last earring in, like, sees him wearing sunglasses, looks outside. Gonna rain, kid.
Yeah?
What's with the shades?
Oh, those help me when I don't want to be overwhelmed. It's
Mind
kind of
if
like
I take a look at those for just a second?
I'm back.
I mean, sure. Hands over the sunglasses.
Is there a check that I can make to see if these sunglasses are special in some way?
Probably weird.
Dope.
What did I miss? I had to go to the restroom.
Nothing. Just talking.
Yeah.
Discussing about what Ash and Mason are going to be doing.
Got it. Perfect.
Probably heading to Mason's school.
All right. So, on a mixed success, you don't recognize the material they're made of, but yeah, no, there's something definitely off. Like, you probably can... Like, there are probably a few people who, like, are unabashedly have horns walking around, but when you put those glasses on, those horns vanish, and, like, they look like normal people.
If I ask you, are you gonna tell me where you got these? Hand them back.
No. Well, I might be able to, but $5.
Jesus Christ, this child.
He's a little shit.
A little bit. That's why we love him, though.
Great, I love
I'll
it.
think about it. Get your coat.
It is the middle of, like, June.
It's fixing to
it's way
rain,
too
and he's
hot.
gonna be on a motorcycle. He's not gonna have a roof over his head. He's gonna get rained on. You said it was fixing to rain,
Yeah. Fair enough.
and he would have said jacket, not coat. Still,
Okay. Wait, do I get to ride on the motorcycle?
as soon as we get you a helmet. So yes.
And Charity's outside with her parasol.
Yeah, so I think, like, you get your jacket. You don't have to
Her
put it on
waterproof
yet, because
parasol.
we're gonna go get your helmet first.
Yeah,
And, like,
he's just kind of got it over his arm.
Open the door, and then there's a freaking Southern Belle standing in the hallway.
No, not in the hallway. She's standing out front of the hotel.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I don't, like, I don't think I should recognize her, because he doesn't know what she looks like. So
yeah, you have no idea what she looks like.
So
she
yeah,
knows you.
Like
You don't know her.
Like, start walking out past the motorcycle, and be like, skate shop, where are we going?
Oh,
Just
It's-
walk, kid, I'll follow
I mean,
you.
she probably stops you when you
I mean, that's fine.
get like you're getting Mason onto the motorcycle. and
We're not
be
getting Mason on the
like-
motorcycle, he doesn't have a helmet yet.
yeah, probably
that's
when
fair.
we stop and you ask where's the skate shop.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then she'll be like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Probably like, good morning. And it's the same voice that, like, Ash heard last night.
Yeah.
Like, pause. You see, like, this, like, you see this, like, wave of fear wash over him for just a second. Turn. This is, miss.
It might rain today. You might want an umbrella.
It's like trying not to look at Mason. I think he, like, puts one of his feet in front of Mason, but, like, very, very surreptitiously. And he says, I've got a riding jacket. Thank you, though.
The young one next to you might catch cold if he doesn't have.
I'll be okay, miss.
Also, it's a bit late. Shouldn't you be heading to school?
Well, yeah, but we gotta get me a motorcycle helmet first.
He's gonna be a little bit late. I've already got a note for him. Why is so concerned, miss?
You're letting him ride a motorcycle?
Yeah?
Well, we don't want to walk in the rain.
With proper protection, of course.
Well, that can't be safe.
At the top left of the screen, it says, Ash is growing suspicious.
Yeah.
And also, like, the way that he's dressed, he's probably heard this before from someone
A
with
little
that
bit.
accent.
Yeah, probably like the, I don't trust you, you look like an outsider. But
Right?
this is coming from another person who is dressed incredibly out of place. Like, holy shit.
Just sigh. Through slight gritted teeth, thank you for your concern, miss. But we'll be fine.
I'm not so sure you would be. Or at least this boy.
Is she making any, like, threatening posture?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Okay. So
She just has this like totally like
like
she's
stern,
got
like
this,
stern
like-
face, but she's not doing anything
no,
about
she's
it.
got a sweet smile on her face as she's saying all this.
Okay, so it's old Baptist woman in the South. Yeah. So Mason knows how to deal with, or Mason Ash knows how to deal with him. So just puts his hand on Mason's shoulder, turns, come on, and starts to walk away. He's like, nope, not dealing with it.
Mason, that was like one of the few normal fucking people you've seen in Pact-Boon.
Normal
There.
my
What,
ass.
Charity?
Yes,
Nobody-
she dresses eccentrically, but fucking hell is she, like, not radiating off anything. Like, for once in your life, you can look at someone and not get a ping of, what the fuck?
She's radiating neon salmon pink. Like, that's one of the normal people you've seen in the South. See, have you seen what this woman dresses like? Hang on a minute. Like,
Hey, listen, if you saw Princess Peach in the South, would you be concerned?
okay, yes, I would.
She kind of look like Princess Peach.
A little bit.
I mean, I feel like she might be wearing blue today because it's raining.
Okay, that's
Valid.
slightly better, but also, is it matching parasol, hat, and poofy dress? All the same
Yes.
shade of blue? Yeah, you can't say, you cannot look at that and say, this is one of the normal
parasol
people
might
you've
actually
seen.
just be white, though.
Okay, that's a little bit better. You're also still
Yeah.
about 100 years out of date, but whatever.
To be fair, I was more referring to Mason's sight of the paranormal and the supernatural.
I completely know that, and I appreciate that. However, what you said was, Mason, this is one of the most normal people you've ever seen. Like, in what
I mean,
reality?
Yeah, that fits for Mason. I see no problem with the way that was phrased.
I don't have a problem with it, except normal is not the word I would use to describe this woman.
Not for you, but for Mason, maybe.
I mean, okay, fair. Fair. Point being, grab child, usher away from...
From Pastor John's wife.
I almost said Daisy Duke, and I regret everything.
What do I have to roll to fire a warning shot at Ash?
You just gonna fucking whip out a gun? Wait a minute.
Okay, we're doing this. Lock and load, everyone. It's time to start the battle.
You are in the middle of a city. Do you have any idea how many alarms it'll fucking put off, my dude?
Yeah, your point is...
Jesus fucking Christ. Remember, I have no say in what happens here. I only tell
feel
you what
like it's
happens on the
either,
day.
like...
It's probably less a warning shot and more just the clicking of a round.
I
being
was going to say, just
tracked.
click the safety off of the gun. The United States agents is gonna know that sound. Like,
I mean, yeah...
Oh, you mean
But she's
this
already
sound?
one suspicious of you because she saw Damien disappear.
Yeah.
You're walking off with the child that somewhat matches the description of Rel's friend. So
I mean, alright, cool. So, what's your rule on PvP, Secret Keeper? Just so I know.
I mean, she's probably not going to injure you, but she is going to like.
Yeah, pull out a gun, like, click the safety off. The problem with that is the thing that Ash can do. What's your rule in PvP, Secret Keeper?
The answer is I would prefer if not, but I cannot stop you.
Cool. So, what kind of firearm do you draw and point in my general direction? Are we talking like she pulls a shotgun out from under her dress? Like,
Oh no, it's her parasol.
it's her
Okay, Roberta.
I would have
This is
gone
where
with
things go
Oswald
terribly.
Cobblepot personally, but I'll take it.
I mean, it's... Oh, right, you haven't seen Black Lagoon. Anyway.
I don't know, man. This seems pretty Kingsman to me.
Yeah, a little bit. So you can point the parasol at him, click the safety off, just freeze, still have one hand on Mason's shoulder, freeze. And then when he looks over his shoulder, he's
No, like I don't think there's a safety on her parasol.
Oh, so you're just going to shoot it? All right. So, Yumi, do you know what a Dragonborn looks like? This
I think so.
This like 5'8" motorcycle clad goth kid turns into an 8-foot tall humanoid like dragon and just like slowly turns around and he makes that noise. Are there alligators in Texas?
Not sure off the top of my head. Give
Like,
me
hey
one
Yumi, do you
moment.
know what an alligator sounds like?
Yes.
You know that deep rumble that they can do that a mammal can't do?
Mm-hmm.
Just like makes that noise and like stands in front of Mason.
She like pulls her parasol back and puts it back over her shoulder, like obviously not pointing it at towards you guys anymore. It's just like, I knew there was something suspicious about you.
What do you want?
You're a monster wandering off with the boy.
I mean, I've experienced weirder things.
Why is that your concern?
Well, there was also that suspicious person with you previously, and there are many disappearances in this town. Don't know if I can trust you.
Again, why is that your concern?
I'm here to investigate those disappearances.
Miss, if I may, I'm pretty sure the 8-foot-tall dragon man could have absconded with me any time.
You have me at a disadvantage. I cannot identify myself in this form.
Well then, perhaps you should turn yourself back and we can have a civil conversation.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
She pulls her other hand out of her skirts.
Slowly, like, shrinks back into the dude. Reaches into his pocket, pulls out the, like, leather folding, like, billfold, opens it up to show the badge.
So let me get one thing straight. Ayumi, you actually did fire this off, right?
Yes.
Then yeah, Damien, you fucking hear a gunshot from around that hotel.
Damien is sipping his coffee. Then he hears the sound of a 12-gauge double-aught buckshot.
No, it's a sniper rifle.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. We're saying that, was it a shotgun or was it a sniper
Her
rifle?
parasol's a sniper rifle.
Okay, if that was a sniper rifle, brief...
Okay, I have even more questions now. First off,
Same.
what kind of sniper rifle? Is it a 30-aught? Is it a 338? Is it 50 cal?
Brief addendum to that scene, I didn't jump in front of Mason, I threw him to the ground in front of the nearest car.
Ayumi,
Yes.
is it a sniper rifle?
In my list of equipment, it is listed as a sniper rifle. It doesn't specify what kind, but it is a sniper rifle.
I'm just going to assume it's like your standard 308 hunting rifle, in which case, yeah, everyone in the town hears that.
Does that count as a sniper? Does a 308 count as a sniper? I was thinking of
rifle
a...
is another item.
Time out. 308 does count as a specialized sniper round. There is also 338 Lapua. 50 cal doesn't count. That is just designed.
Yeah, no, there's a hunting rifle. That's under my normal weapon.
I was assuming that it was like the equivalent of a Dragunov.
Yeah, that is technically similar caliber to a Dragunov.
Yeah, okay. So we're on the same page.
Bullets are weird, yo.
Point being, if it was a caliber that high, Mason is on the ground, and I did not change back.
Yeah,
Damien, you hear it, and everyone in the town fucking heard it. Most of the people are like, okay, it's Pact-Boon, we don't ask questions here. You did what Av did, or did you end up staying with Zag to get the message across? Because regardless, they are both
Actually,
there.
fun fact, the sniper rifle doesn't have loud on it.
Still a sniper rifle, my dude.
I know, it's funny, because, like, the other guns have loud on them, but that one doesn't. I'm amused.
Damien is going
I'm
to...
so amused.
Damien is, at this point, taking the small piece that the government has issued him as a... Because I'm going to assume at some point Damien has been reached out to by the government because the government is the government, right?
Yes, you have. It wasn't by much, but it was basically just, hey, we need information from what happened here. Maybe a job.
And maybe, yeah. Effectively, Damien is in full, well, we have officially crossed from the Magnificent Seven to Reservoir Dogs. If
Yeah.
you catch that reference.
So yeah, so scratch that. I think when Charity was like, maybe you should change back and we can have a conversation. There's no way Ash does it.
How far is Damien from the confrontation to the two?
You were probably, well, again, did you stay with Zagiris or did you stay with Avden? Because both of them are with you. It's just a matter of who you stayed with that it matters.
Definitely Zagiris, because they talked.
Fair enough.
Since Ash doesn't change back, Charity's probably gonna like message Joel about there being two monsters.
God.
And one of the monsters has a kid.
Oh God. Anyway.
If she pulls out a phone to send a message, I'm going for a parasol.
Oh no, she doesn't pull. Her hand is still in her pocket since you never told her you wanted her.
No,
hands
yeah, absolutely. Say keep your hands where I can see them.
She does that all, but like before you do that,
3,
she does that in her pocket.
2, 1. So, Charity saw the kid with the dragon, texted the contact, pulled out the sniper rifle, took the shot.
Valid.
The dragon took the kid, pushed it behind the engine block, went full scaly monster. I almost said Full Metal Jacket.
Right in front of the hotel.
Yep.
Damien heard the shot. Damien's with Zygris. Anyways, yeah.
How far away is Charity from Ash?
Not that far, like close enough that you can talk without raising your voices.
Right, but I'm
not
assuming
close
far enough that I
her
can't grab the
immediately.
parasol and smash it.
Yeah, you're not close enough. Like,
Did you back up when I
3 meters.
transformed?
When you started walking off, I think she stopped moving and took the shot.
Right, but then I got bigger. I got substantially bigger. That's why I'm asking.
Right. I think she like backed up a little bit. To
Okay,
take the shot.
that's fine. I'm just trying to place this in my head. Cause like
she didn't fire it close enough to be of any danger to you two, but it was in your general direction.
You still fired a sniper rifle in front of somebody that Ash promised to protect. Like, you know, just to be clear, my objective for this scene is to get that gun the fuck away from you. Like,
but like from Charity's perspective, you who were talking with a suspicious guy.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Are walking off with a small child that matches the description of.
I'm with you 100%. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna try to make maneuvers.
No, I understand your character's perspective of
cool.
this too.
Yeah, we're fine. So we're at a standoff.
Off to a rocky start here.
No, I think it's good. I think
yeah, this is great.
But it's a standoff.
Is definitely a rocky start for these two.
Can I this woman is human? Like obviously human, like
yeah.
I'm not bulletproof, am I? I'm probably bulletproof for like small caliber arms, but not whatever the fuck that was. Yeah, so I think we're at a standoff here because like I think Ayumi, if you're with me on this, I think Damien is gonna have to be the one to change the variables. I don't think either one of us is willing to move. Like,
yeah, I think Damien probably comes in, and Charity knows of Damien through her organization.
Charity knows Damien exists.
Yeah.
Charity knows Damien exists.
I think Charity also just has like pictures of Damien, or like.
No, Arthur doesn't have any pictures. Arthur doesn't have any pictures of Damien. He's probably described him in vague passing, but he kind of sounds generic in that banker way.
No, but like Cylindra also was part of the organization, right? After Aunt Rissa?
No, she was offered a position, but she never took it because fuck.
Okay.
The fact of the matter is, Damien is a phantom, a horror story in the organization that she's from. So, effectively, oh shit, it's Damien. Pack up, the ops busted.
Less that and more, it's just Arthur meant to speak of you highly and like positively. It just came off as, okay, fuck that with the 10-foot pole. We're not dealing with it.
Alright, so I had some interactions with a demon.
Yeah. It
All right, we're ignoring that.
are my dragon senses good enough that I can keep a quote unquote eye on Mason even though he's behind me?
Some you can like tell that Mason, you're probably like freaking the fuck out, right?
I mean, a little bit.
I just want to make sure that he doesn't like bolt and get shot. My primary attention right now is on the woman with large caliber ammunition. Yeah, I really think Damien is gonna have to settle this. Like,
Oh boy.
So, yeah, Damien, you like hear the shot go off. Zag looks at you. If you kill me, we can't figure out what that is.
Damien has been sitting there eating a steak. Okay, not a steak, closer to.
Damien's just the party babysitter, I think.
I was fine. I wasn't doing anything. You shot me.
They're going to set the knife back on the table, aimed in sort of the direction of Zygus. This is why we don't talk. Dabs their face with the
Why we
napkin.
can't have nice things.
Do they have a line of sight on the kid?
You probably don't quite, but like Zag can probably feel the lack of rest in this child. You can fucking feel the wrath coming off of these two. Like, holy shit, there is tension.
Do I get power from it?
Slightly. You get a bonus +1 to everything you do as long as you are in this vicinity of this wrath.
In the vicinity of this wrath, I'd like to roll weird to locate the child.
Honestly, that would probably be more sharp just to like take a look around and see if you can spot the kid.
I feel like if you were rolling weird, you'd have a stronger sense of dragon.
And
Nick knows that there's a fucking dragon right around here.
see, you're putting me in a bad position because if you're gonna be like, I'm gonna help the child, now suddenly I have to choose. I have to choose where my anger goes.
I think I'm gonna mark. I didn't get it, but I'd like to use one of my luck in order to locate the child.
Luck is a thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, luck is a thing in this game. Basically, what the luck is in this system is it automatically turns into a 12. You mark it off and you only have a set amount for this game entirely.
Oh.
But you can automatically make something a 12 with
Neat.
that. And,
If I may, real quick, you can use luck to change a roll to a 12 or avoid all harm from any injury.
yeah, you're going to want to keep that in
I'm
mind
probably
for later.
gonna want to keep that then for because I'm the tank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Anyway.
you most certainly are for this.
12.
So,
Yeah, no, you see, like, this kid, like, kind of sitting behind a car, like, probably in, like, the tuck and roll position, like, fuck, shit, fuck, damn it.
I'm going to. Can I teleport the child right next to me?
Oh,
Literally
dude.
just shoots and ladders the guy through a dimension and have him just boop, fall down right next to them.
I don't think you can. I think the teleportation of demons only applies to direct touch. You'd have to be next to him, and I'm pretty sure if you do that, Ash is going to fucking murder everyone in this show.
Exactly why I want to teleport him.
No, if you do that, then Charity and Ash are just gonna like start firing at each other.
Oh, 100%. Like, well,
because the kid that both of them are aiming to protect has suddenly disappeared without explanation.
Well, more than that, if you do anything to Mason or around Mason, if you teleport beside Mason, that's gonna split Ash's attention. So you're gonna make him look at Mason. If he looks away from the one with a gun, she's just gonna shoot him. Like,
Hear me out.
the best thing you can do is appear on the other side.
All right, then. I want Damien to appear where they can get a point-blank blast off on Charity, or at the very least, walk in with the shotgun.
I mean,
And Mason is completely out of the line of fire.
You'd have to coordinate that with Zag, and that would be an act under pressure roll.
I'm going to roll act under pressure.
Be cool.
The parasol is not pointed in either of their directions right now.
Yeah,
that's-
which is why you're not
Yeah.
on fire. Like,
Yeah.
Active under pressure is a cold.
She fired one shot and then, like, put
Like-
it over her shoulder.
like I turned into the Hulk, but I haven't attacked her yet. Like, I just went into battle mode.
That failed.
You
Wow.
can either mark
So-
that as you can either use another luck point, or you could take the experience, and this goes really bad.
I'm going to be honest with you here. I really don't want Cookie's character to get hurt in all this.
I don't think he
No, I'm
is.
fine. I'm
He's
behind
not in any danger right
Yeah,
now. There's
yeah,
no
no, if-
weapon pointed at him.
Like,
Okay.
both Ash and Charity are looking to A, protect Mason, and B, disarm the other one. At no point am I gonna go for Charity. I'm gonna go for her gun.
You're still going for Charity, though, in the eyes of Damien, who is just
I
sitting
mean, I
there
haven't even
trying to
done it
end
yet.
all
I'm just
this.
standing over Mason right now.
Damien doesn't have any context for this situation, so
Fair.
a fair enough question would be
Yeah.
for.
I mean, yeah, but there's no weapon aimed at Ash or Mason at this point from Charity.
Yeah.
I'm
But
just gonna take a.
Ash is a giant ass Durgan right now.
Ash is a giant ass Durgan, but Charity is not on fire. That should tell you something. Like,
Yes, yeah.
If I may have 2 seconds of silence, please.
Mhm.
I got a
No.
couple questions for Sibs if you need to take a second.
No.
Okay.
Dave, I'm just gonna burn that point of luck again, and they are going to appear in front of between both of them.
So yeah, you both see this dude in like a hoodie, suit, tie, all the fancy getup appear in front of you. You both recognize him as the dude you talked to last night, or the dude you watched get talked to last night. And Zag, like, kind of hands in the air, appears next to Mason. You good, kid?
Okay, so Zag is going to appear beside Mason?
Zag is beside Mason. Damien is in between Ash and Charity. Yeah.
That's still going to split Ash's attention, though, is why I'm bringing that up. Like, it's going to have the same effect. It's going to make Ash
It's also
look.
going to draw Charity's attention too, because now there's somebody else who appeared out of nowhere. Obviously, can't be human to be doing that.
I got
Near the kid.
3 questions, Secret Keeper, that I really need to ask before we do anything else.
Good thing.
Do I have a tail?
That's a good question. I'm trying to figure that out, because I'd say not, because it only does so much to modify your physical form, like enhance muscle, enhance claws, etc.
Right.
I don't think you can, like, elongate the spinal and dextile abilities of your body like that,
Okay.
because if not, your transformation would be incredibly painful.
Fair. Second question. I have a breath weapon, right?
Yeah, we discussed that, I believe.
Cool. Third and final question. Can you use luck for somebody else? Like, can you like, I burn a point of luck, you have a 12.
Mm-mm,
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Cool. God. Ash is gonna get shot. He, like... So, Damien appears, split second, oh, that's Damien. Then there's like movement from over by Mason. Yeah, Ash is just gonna like whip around. And at this point there is fire. It doesn't go anywhere, but it's just like there is now fire in his face.
You get a strange thought in your mind. It sounds like how you would assume Damien would talk.
Okay.
And it's a question. To Merc or not to Merc? That is the question.
Like, Zach's had his hands in the air. He's like,
I think as soon as Damien appears and Zach is next to the kid, though, even with his arms in the air, Charity's just gonna take a shot at Ash. Like, not a non-lethal shot, but...
Yep,
Ash.
I fully know that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely.
And then she's, like, immediately going to, like, head towards Mason.
So what do I roll to tank a shot?
that all depends. That all depends on what Ayumi rolls, because Ayumi has to roll kick some ass for this.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Can I use my tactical genius for this?
Oh,
Because this
do I-
definitely seems like a bad situation.
sorry. Do I still have a point of harm from session 0?
No, you don't.
Okay, cool. Sorry, Ayumi, go ahead.
And I'm having a hard time trying to figure out a reason to say no. I am going to need to sleep after this.
Alright, so I'm gonna use
Oy, okay.
Uh-oh.
Sweet Christ.
Wait, kick some ass is cool?
No, but she has an ability that lets her use it instead.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
my
So
ability,
what
yeah.
happens now?
On a +10, you choose one extra effect, Ayumi. You gain the advantage, take one or give one forward. You inflict terrible harm +1 harm. You suffer one less harm, or you force them where you want them. Because in this situation, technically you will still take damage of some kind.
I'm gonna probably force him where I want him.
Is he gonna knock me down with the force of the shot?
Yeah, probably.
Oy vey. And I don't. There's no defense to this. Like it just happens.
To be fair, you do have an extra to your tough. So I'm trying to find out what
I mean,
the
like,
harm on this weapon is.
If the rules are like the attacker, like it's all based on the attacker's roll, like that's fine with me. I don't know the system.
My weapon does 4 harm.
Fuck me.
To be fair, you also
Yeah.
have 3 to your tough in this form. So I
Yeah.
feel like that negates at least something. Also, it doesn't help that the minute that Ash gets shot, Zagiris is fucking behind Charity. Like, that is the part of, yes, you rolled a success, but there is still going to be something else. Zagiris is now behind you and, like, trying to grab your arms to stop you from shooting again. But yeah, take like 2 of the harm from the 4.
All right, that's fine.
Still sucks ass. It hurts like hell. This is
Oh,
a
absolutely.
monster bullet.
I mean, after the shot goes off, may I do something?
Where
Likewise, but go ahead, Cookie.
I'd like to use magic to trap a specific person.
who?
The Southern Belle.
Fair enough.
She just shot at my dragon friend.
Yeah, what is that
That's,
roll
that's
again?
fair.
It's roll weird.
Roll weird, and you get a +2 to this because Zag is trying to hold her down as well. Holy shit, Cook!
Newbies.
No, I'm pretty sure Miss Bell is like knocked off her feet, like onto Zag because he was like behind her, and then it's just poof.
No. What it is Southern Belle shot at Dragon Friend. Dragon Friend goes down. Mason immediately sunglasses go up, glare at her, and she's immediately paralyzed in place.
Yeah, so that works. That's an advanced success. There is nothing you can really do about that.
So the thing that I would like to do is prevent Alex from exploding this parking lot.
Also, because she messaged Joel before the first shot.
God, there's going to be so much bullshit. Alex is the closest, so what do you
There's
want?
gonna be a lot of paperwork.
So I think like Ash goes down, like bleeding from like his upper chest, immediately like shifts back into human form, hand on the amulet, like no, and like tries to get up and like run into the hotel.
I want to stress though that like Charity was intentionally trying to make it non-lethal.
Yeah, like I said, upper chest, it's fine. Like, but like Alex, she's going to raise this entire parking lot if I don't do something. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah, about that. Does anyone else have anything they want to do to try and negate this situation before I tell you the bullshit you have just incurred on this parking lot?
Mental domination.
Off to.
Mental domination.
On who?
On Charity. To get her to volunteer as a captive.
what does that do?
I'm trying to find it.
Mental domination. When you gaze into a normal human's eyes, exert your will over them. Roll plus charm. On a 10 plus, hold 3. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. You may spend a total to give them an order. Regular people will follow your orders. Whatever it is, hunters can choose to follow them or not. If they do, mark experience.
Mostly just Damien trying to get Charity to listen to someone.
I mean, she's already being held by Mason. There's Zag behind her. Like, just saying.
However, I'm going to roll weird instead of charm because of unnatural appeal.
I forgot you got unnatural appeal.
What does that do?
Unnatural
It means
appeal.
I can roll weird instead of charm, which gives me a +1 to the roll.
Yeah, because I think your charm was kind of whack.
My charm is good. I just really put all my time and effort into weird.
Fair. Again,
Now
it's
then.
yeah, feel free to roll it.
I'm gonna set my tough back down because I reverted.
And I get a +1 because of all the wrath in the area?
You get a +2 due to the fact you popped shit off. Actually, no, +3 because something is fucking coming.
I mean,
sure, let's do this.
I mean, hang on. I would like to argue the wrath has gone down considerably.
Yeah, Charity isn't wrathful,
and
actually,
and
I don't think
Ash
she
is
ever was
terrified.
wrathful. She was just
gonna argue that
she was protective.
I'm just gonna argue the charge is still there if it's dissipating, though.
I would also like to argue there's
Charity was never wrathful to begin with. She was just like, I need to take care of this.
I will give you wrath in the beginning, but now the only thing Ash is feeling is abject terror.
There is also a nearby Alex.
Yeah, that's where most of this is coming from.
Okay, fair dues.
Yeah, but Charity was never exuding wrath.
Can I take the shot?
Sure.
I just want to say that Charity was never wrathful during this entire thing.
I mean,
can I take the
entire
shot?
thing was keep a cool head.
Right.
Take your shot.
I got you. I will say Ash absolutely was. Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah.
9.
Mixed success. So, let me double check that because, on a +10, so on a 7 through 9, you hold 1. Basically, you have 1 chance to get her to listen to you.
So, this is exactly how it's going to play out. You're going to give me whatever firearm you have on you. We are going to walk down the street to a rather nice and quaint little luncheon. We're all going to sit down and discuss like civilized human beings that we are. Are we clear? Mason looking over at Damien sees a very upset demon.
Mason can just see that you're a demon outright.
No.
There is horns, there is wings, there is a...
Mason doesn't just see that Damien's a demon, he sees the guy from his dream.
Yeah. You recognize Damien from now.
So, hi.
So what does that roll do for Charity? Because I don't think she's giving up her firearms in this sort of situation, since she cannot ensure, she doesn't know these people, and it seems like the kid is in danger to her.
At what point during that does the roof of the hotel explode?
It doesn't explode, but here's the thing. I think Damien kind of gets that, oh, hell no feeling from her. The parking lot cracks as Alex fucking jumps from the 2nd story and lands on the ground. She is pissed. The cops pull up and Joel pulls up.
So this 3-story dragon lands in the parking lot.
No, she isn't in dragon form. She's in human form, but she is about to go dragon.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
and the cops
cool.
are there and Joel is there. Great.
I'm going to need to drink after this.
This is a great first session.
Okay.
This is like completely the opposite of our first session in game 1.
Shall I mix you a gravedigger, Sibs?
Fucking hell. Give me one.
All around you.
Give me 1 minute, please.
Ash's concern right now is everyone surviving this?
I need 1 minute, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, boy.
This is chaos.
I was not expecting this.
I wasn't expecting you to have a gun that can pierce my dragon form.
I wasn't expecting to be this overt.
I wasn't expecting to not be at school today.
Like, this would have been... this would have been fine. Alex would have stayed asleep. She'd have been like, okay, he's drawing on my power. It's fine. And then you got through my scales. Like, oh god.
I mean,
Fuck.
look, Charity wasn't planning on encountering 3 monsters right off the bat with a small child.
I mean, that's...
That was her contact agent's son's best friend.
Yeah,
So
there is absolutely no way Charity could know this, but this is actually like this is actually really good because Ash had intended to go and find the best friend kid first thing. That was where he was going. So this actually works out really well. When all of this blows over, it's just right now everything is fucked.
everything is not yet on fire, but will be soon.
Will be very soon, and
Yes.
poor Zagiris almost died.
Kit,
Yo,
when they transform into a dragonborn, do they drop their badge?
no,
Because I have a plan.
no. He specifically said like I can't identify myself in this form. Like
Yeah.
So the cops just see.
well, I mean, Sims isn't here.
Princess
We can't
Peach-
do anything yet.
So effectively, Princess Peach has one of the
Actually,
Knights of
she's
the
blue today,
Keyblade.
but
Okay, fine. Rosalina.
She looks more like Pauline.
Daisy! Daisy has a shotgun aimed at Hot Topic 80s edgelord. The banker walks in, and kid from Nickelodeon is about to have a temper tantrum. Meanwhile, the girlfriend shows up, and she is pissed.
Yes.
Did I miss anything?
he forgot the cops and Joel showing up.
That
Her
comes
backup
later.
agent.
Anyway,
when you say Joel, just out of curiosity, I'm really hoping the answer to this is no. You don't mean the main character from The Last of Us, do you?
Sibs named him, so I don't know.
Okay, as long as it's not literally that guy.
No, it is not.
But-
I'm
Hi, Sims. Welcome back.
sorry.
No,
And-
you're fine. You
I mean-
you okay?
That was a lot that just happened.
Charity has her badge on her.
You have a wait a minute. You have a badge?
Not a different one, but a badge. Not anywhere visible.
Yep.
Okay. So if there are no objections, I would like to keep the giant Godzilla kaiju from killing everyone.
no objections.
Yeah.
I'd like to get the federal agent to surrender her weapon to the suit.
Wait, back the fuck up. You're a federal agent too?
Not exactly, but kind of.
No. Not
Okay.
It's a
quite,
long story, but
I was gonna say, because that would make this infinitely funnier.
everyone is some form of federal agent.
The literal child.
I mean, he kind of will be in the future.
I mean, it's take your child to work day. Of course, he's a
It
federal
is absolutely
agent.
take your child to work day. So what do I have to? I have monster empathy. So can I roll to like calm her the fuck down and be like, I'm okay. I'm not dying. It's fine. Like, what do I have to? Okay, let's see. Monster empathy. When you work
You'd
out,
be like, she fired a non-lethal shot.
roll plus charm. Let's see. Now, do I get a bonus to this because it's Alex? I have zero bond abuse right now.
On one hand, I want to say yes. On the other hand, you just got attacked and she is pissed, so that might, if anything, be more issue because she might not listen.
Okay.
Husband did just get shot.
Partner,
So
more or less.
no benefit.
Just leave it as a neutral role, yeah.
All right. I got an 8.
All right. On a 7 to 9 roll, you hold 1.
I will hold 1.
So you basically get to ask one of these questions, and I have to answer honestly.
What will Alex accept as good enough for right now?
Literally just fucking see who's in the situation, how many of them does she know, and are you dying is the main priority. Because she felt scales break. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's a non-lethal shot.
I mean, in his human form, he's bleeding. Like, he's holding his arm, but he's, like, conscious. He's lucid. Like, he ran up to her. He's like, I'm all
You'd
right.
probably say I'm not dying.
Yeah, it's like, I'm all right. There's a situation. Calm.
No. Why did I hear an explosion? Who are those two? Points to Zagreus and Damien. Why is the child over there on the ground behind a car? And who the hell is she? Wait, no, I recognize her. What the fuck does she have to do with any of this?
Right. In order. That's the agent that I told you about this morning. That's the doctor that was helping Mason. Mason is on the ground because she shot at him, and what do you mean you know her?
I saw her this morning. Big mistake. And you, like, kind of see her nails start to sharpen a bit.
Like, puts a hand like on her upper chest, like, wait. And then the cops come in, like, oh, great.
Chief Warden, like, rocks up, like, I'm sorry, what in the hell did I just miss?
Damien steps forward.
Who are you?
I'm gonna use. All right. Whew. My name is not important. All you need to understand is I help organize multiple branches of the United States.
He's third
Department of
circle.
Defense.
Got it. You must be. Is this? Yep, that's him.
I was also going to use the Jessica Jones entry in order to, at the very least, get out of the situation.
Feel free to use the Jessica Jones entry because it's a great ability.
All right.
In the meantime, I'm
and
pulling out my badge.
Definitely gonna use weird for this. Am I on a +2 now?
Yes.
13.
Nice.
All right.
You don't
So-
know me, but I'm part of a group that's helping to organize everything that's going on. And what you see going on in the street right now is a failure to communicate between sister organizations. This individual right here with the hunting rifle that does not and has not existed in this town, nor has she picked it up and fired it, is here in the best interest of securing a high-valued target in order to better handle a situation. The gentleman over there, I apologize, a bit androgynous, but
Good enough.
anything. Gentleman over there is currently working with a subsection of the Department of Education in order to help wayward children. And what you see right here is a wire cross between two different organizations who failed to talk to each other about the simplest of topics, ending in what didn't happen as a gunfight. Any other questions?
Jesus Christ.
Just
Anyway.
like
The bureaucracy.
just like marches up to Charity with the badge out. Wait a minute. You're a Fed?
Charity will dig out her the ID that she was
Oh
given.
my.
It's not a federal organization. I will say
Right,
that
no,
now.
yeah, but just literally just
But
like
it
puts both hands to his head. Oh my. And like the amulet like flares for a minute.
Actually, the name listed there is Maybell instead of Charity.
Right. Okay.
Damien sips his
Hi.
coffee.
Agent Ash Embers. Why did you shoot me?
You seemed suspicious last night with the demon that disappeared into thin air, and we're
They
walking off with a
weren't
child.
here. This is their
and we're walking
town.
off with a child that I identified to be
He's a person of
Rel's best
interest.
friend.
Wait, why in the hell is Hardy's boy a person of interest? You hear like a dude like with blonde hair. He has runes all up his jacket sleeves, and it's like, wait, why in the hell is Hardy's boy involved in this?
Cassandra Protocol.
Oh. Mason, your best friend's totally normal, boring ass dad knows what the fuck that is.
I have a lot of questions.
Kid.
Damien has the rifle, by the way, in his arms.
Kid. Now is
Yeah?
not the time.
No, Charity never surrendered her weapons.
We'll deal that later. Do you continue, RP?
Are you
You
going to
continue,
shoot
kid.
me if I look at this guy? Are you going to shoot me? Again.
I mean, you've identified yourself, haven't you?
Slowly turns to the blonde guy.
Tell you what, after you give her ID and you ask her that, she'll like empty all the bullets out of her gun.
Which
And
looks like
drop
a
them on the
fucking
ground.
parasol.
Like-
Yes.
Gives
Damien
it,
Empty all of the bullets out of her parasol.
gives her a thumbs up.
Oh. Damien steals the first one that flies out of the chamber for safekeeping.
And you are?
Joel. I work for the same agency as her. We weren't told that the government was sending anybody.
I have a contact already. Like, gestures at Zagreus.
Yo. Since when do you work for the government, kid? I thought you were with that circle, folks. I am. I work for a lot of people. For a lazy little fuck, you sure are. You sure do have a lot of irons and a lot of fires. Shrugs.
She shot me.
Jesus
I can
Christ.
patch you up too if you'd like.
That,
She pulls out a med kit.
like, he almost accepts, and then he stops. He's like, Miss Maybell?
You can call me Belle.
Do you know what a kaiju is?
She's like in the middle of pulling out her first aid kit.
Seething lizard
Her like
noises from
certified
behind all of you.
first aid kit.
Do you know what a kaiju is?
I've certainly heard of them.
That woman, like, points at Alex, is a 3-story tall dragon. If you
I'm
touch
sorry, did
me,
you just say
we all
dragon?
die.
I'm sorry, did you just say dragon?
Yes.
Seething lizard noises.
Again, does not
Charity
exist.
like puts her hand to her head and is just kind of like, I really wish people would update me on situations like this.
Likewise, I wasn't
Excuse me.
expecting a trigger-happy agent on my first day in town. Turns back to Joel. The point is,
I wasn't informed I was going to be
Ow!
working with demons and dragons and other monsters.
Actually,
you're
you were
not!
Told, you were told that you would have to deal with demons because they inhabit the town heavily.
No, but I was told to take care of them, not to.
No, you were told that they were not involved, that they are not the threat in this case.
No, I was not told that during our session.
That might be on me. I'm sorry. Be right back.
Right. From the beginning,
I was told we have exactly one agent in this city and missing persons reports, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Sibs headed around to the bathroom, I think, so.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
That's what I was told.
Okay.
So it's just like
So,
anybody who isn't that one agent is a potential target.
Are you
one,
going to?
good
Are
shot.
you going to kill? Good.
2, ow. 3, I'm beginning to suspect we're on the same side. Ow. The
I mean, if
boy-
Joel's reaction is any indication.
The boy cocks a thumb at Mason.
Hi.
I'm taking care of him. Literally, that's not a euphemism. I'm taking care of him. I got him tested to make sure that it's just Cassandra. It's not, you know, Prometheus.
Not yet.
Any kind of size. And it's just like, right then, I apologize for shooting you.
Like, no, I get it. I get mad. I turn into that. You need high caliber to get through it. Honestly, I don't fault you, but fuck!
I'm. You explained about Alex, right?
Yeah, it said she's a very large dragon.
Mm-hmm. Charity will pull out her like very professional first aid kit, her med kit. and be like,
I appreciate the offer. If you touch me,
Be
we
like-
all die. I'll be fine.
She is like, I'm not gonna touch you.
Don't
But
worry,
I can walk you through patching yourself up
And
as an apology for shooting you.
and I appreciate that. Now is not the time. We have to deal with him, points at Damien. Him, points at Joel. Them, cocks a thumb at the cops. And the kid. Because apparently there's an issue of jurisdiction.
Finishes sipping.
I'm pretty sure
coffee.
all of the paperwork and official stuff can wait until you've patched yourself up so that that lady over there don't turn into a dragon.
Fair point. Like, sits down on the
It's
hood
like,
of...
then we'll have an even bigger problem on our hands.
For once, miss, we're in full agreement. Like, sits down on the hood of a car, like, takes his coat off, and, like, yeah, there's a big, like, bullet wound in his, like, pectoral, and he's like, "Argh." Right.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We have roleplayed our way through. I'm going to pass him my med kit and walk him through patching himself up. Can I assist him with that?
What's the role?
Help
So
out.
I actually have medic. I have a full first aid kit and the training to heal people.
Cool.
So I'm wondering if I can use that to like help you.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, like, if Alex will let her do it,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just let you use your specialty. My concern is you lay your hands on me and we all just immolate. Like, that's my concern. Like,
If you make it clear to Alex that you are fine with her touching you, that you guys are on good terms, that she'll be.
It was a
fine with it.
misunderstanding.
it's like, I think looks at Alex like, I think what we have here is a high caliber misunderstanding. It's fine. I'm not gonna ask why you're walking around with a tank buster. I am going to ask why you thought you needed it for a human.
Well, darling, the first shot wasn't anywhere near you. I'm gonna roll the medic now, though.
Please.
Damien is going to walk over to Alex, I believe you said her name was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alex,
I'm
and approach.
She'll
gonna
let
mark
you
my luck
approach.
on this one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like, yeah, she'll let you approach. She's kind of tapping her foot. You can feel, like,
Do I
fucking.
still mark
dragon.
experience for the roll?
No, if you take the luck, you don't get the experience.
Okay.
I mentioned a mug in the session 0 for Damien.
Yep.
Does he
You-
have another
It's
one?
actually the first luck I've used in both games.
You, it's because I was terrible at GMing. I still kind of am, anyways.
Oh, I knew it was there. I just never needed to use it.
How much harm do I heal?
With that, since it's unnatural success, then it's probably all of it. You're fine now.
Cool. Thank you.
Alex is like,
On a 10 plus, patient is stabilized and healed of 2 harm.
Cool.
It's all right. Let them resolve it.
That's my medic, which is I think is all the harm that you took.
I did. I took
and
2.
you used a luck to make it a 12, so that means
Yeah.
fully good.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Damien, she's kind of tapping her foot, watching that. I don't think you have another mug because you gave it to the sheriff of Death and New Providence. You could always summon
Right.
it back to you.
I can't discuss the circumstances of the mug, but for those interested, it's literally a enchanted mug that causes the holder to become relaxed.
Nice.
Yep. Magic items of Death and New Providence are incredibly dangerous or incredibly mundane. There's no in between.
So, I'm guessing you are the cavalry for him.
They are my partner in more ways than one.
Well, I appreciate the support in this time, especially with the situation.
I
Von
don't know-
Faust, your name?
They call me Alex.
Alex. Short and sweet. You know who I am. You know what
I've
I am.
I've heard of you, but I can definitely tell what you are.
So then you know what I'm about to say.
I might, but say it anyways.
I'd like to strike an agreement with your husband, so to speak.
Partner, but I don't think they'll accept.
Which is why I'm asking you.
What do I have to do with an agreement between you and my partner?
Darling, you just broke through a second-story window and superhero landed in front of the crowd, ready to unleash the fury of a full military artillery strike.
I opened the window, nothing got broken. I'm an adult like that. And I'm pretty sure that the cops and the gentleman over there didn't show up until after I landed. And even then, I know the sheriff.
So then you know what I'm going to ask then.
Ask anyways.
I'd like to work exclusively with your husband and this... I don't know what to call her, but let's just call her hired gun for the time being.
I don't usually get involved unless things absolutely go south, so don't worry. I was just afraid that things had absolutely gone south, if I'm perfectly honest. Nothing really gets through that armor.
Well, to be fair, no one expected a hunting round off of a parasol this morning.
It's not a hunting round.
The black-tipped bullet.
Like, I'm going to very clearly say that's not a hunting round because sniper rifle is under serious weapons and hunting rifle is under normal weapons.
I know, it's Damien just being Damien. Damien will try and downplay an event in order to calm everyone.
Which is valid.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I usually stay out of things anyway, so don't worry about me. My biggest concern is... I know
The
this
child.
sounds... Yes, the boy. And she's going to start walking over to Mason. What is Mason doing during all this?
I mean, at this point, I think he's just sitting on the roof of the car he was thrown behind, just kind of like waving his feet around.
Trying to keep his chill.
Kicking the air.
Yeah, kicking the air, trying to keep his chill, but also just like looking at all this because this is a lot to process.
Indeed it is. So, yeah.
Did I notice that Mason recognized Joel?
Yes, probably.
Would he have... Would Mason have, like, said anything about Joel, or not particularly?
Not particularly.
You'd have probably recognized that Joel knew who Mason was.
Okay, that's fine. So I think...
But...
I mean...
Wait, didn't Joel say, like,
yes,
my kid's
Joel
best
spoke out
friend?
about
Yeah,
it, yeah.
okay. It's like...
He said, what does Hardy's boy have to do with this? He never mentioned his son yet.
Did he not? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm asking. It's like... And Joel is obviously not
what is Hardy's boy?
Joel's obviously not a police officer, right?
Nope, but he has, like, runes covering his jacket. Like, he clearly knows something about this world.
Right. So I think
Are they glowing runes?
No, they're just regular runes because they haven't had to use magic yet.
was it Miss Bell or Maybell? I apologize.
Her name is Maybell, but
Maybell.
she says that you can call her Miss Bell.
So as Maybell is finishing, like, tying up his arm or whatever, I think Ash looks over at Joel and he says, "You know the kid?"
I mean, he's friends with my son. I know of him. He shows his badge to you as well. It's the same as hers.
Yeah, like, he nods, like, "I think we would have ended up meeting today under different circumstances, sir."
Probably.
"No, I was on my way to get your kid."
Why in the fuck?
He doesn't mean kidnap.
No, like, I was gonna talk to him. I was gonna talk to him because of Cassandra over there.
My name's Mason.
You're saying the kid. Fuck, that makes so much sense. God damn it.
And I was gonna make sure that your kid wasn't affected. Didn't know it was your
Well-
kid.
Hell knows nothing about any of this. I've kept it a secret from him. There is nothing affecting him. I've had it checked because I didn't know what was up with the kid. My boy is fine.
You might want to talk to his dad.
Considering what I'm looking at, I definitely will.
He won't believe you.
He'll
I'm
believe him
aware.
after last night.
The kid's dad is kind of an ass, I'm assuming you already know.
A little bit.
So, what the hell is happening here? Apparently Zag over there works for everyone under the sun. For a lazy fucker, you really do have your hands in everything.
Right.
I mean, it's work I don't get done. I get the energy from it.
Right. Okay. What's going on? I'm here because somebody is poaching people like us.
People like you. This isn't a me thing. This is
I say
Kind of
us
doesn't
because there's
gesture.
2 circles here, and
Fair
also
enough.
Alex, and
Fair
also
enough.
Mason.
Hi.
I get the point. Anyways, so poacher, I got a message about that from
I've
an ally of ours.
Got
in
some
Coal
information
Town.
for you if you want it. And then on top of that, 5th circle gets rocked
I
in
hate
the
to
woods.
interrupt y'all,
I knew
but
that.
perhaps we should move this conversation to a better location.
Everyone here right now currently knows everything. Like, yeah, Sheriff Warden is coming.
We're out in the middle of the street in front of a hotel.
Fair. It's
Fair.
fair.
So it doesn't matter if everybody here knows things. We're still in the middle of the street.
Yes,
in
because
front of a hotel.
because all eyes are on us because you shot me.
Again, lunch.
Yeah, like, Warren is currently shooing everyone off, saying, it's fine, I have it handled, everything's under control, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
Yeah. Well, look,
I
I wasn't
agree.
informed of you being here.
Just like helpless gesture at Zagreus. This is my contact. That's the guy. Like, it's not my fault.
I was told there was only one agent in this town.
For all we knew that there was, he doesn't technically work for us, he's just an informant. There's a difference
Ugh.
between working with people and getting information.
I wasn't told there was another agency here.
Fucking because we ain't government recognized!
How was I supposed to know before you start firing bullets at me?
That ain't on me, I was at work.
Sips coffee.
Well, I would have appreciated being told that there were gonna be non-human entities.
Close enough. Oh, I get it. Big, scary monster with the kid. I don't fault you, except the part where you shot me, but I get it.
Look, I had to get you incapacitated so that I
Am
could
I
get
Yeah,
you
that worked
incapacitated
really
so we're going
well.
after the kid.
Am I going to have to break you up?
We're not fighting. So out
No,
of
really.
character, we aren't fighting.
Out of character, you shot him.
Yeah, fair.
You
yeah,
shot
but we're
them.
not fighting anymore, and she literally just patched him up.
Yeah.
Good
It's like,
as new.
okay.
It's still just back to the verbal discussion of you shot me when in the middle of a public street.
Oh.
Like, looks at Damien. Where's neutral ground?
Sips coffee. Points.
This entire town is supposed to be neutral ground.
Points
I
at the
assume
ground.
so as well. Gestures at her parasol.
To be fair, neutral ground just means that nobody is supposed to do it. That doesn't mean it doesn't fucking happen.
Sips coffee. Nods.
I'm not super inclined to go. Yes, agreed. We should get off the street and brief each other. Fine. I'm not super inclined to go where you want me to go. No offense.
Well, why don't we go where I'm going then?
I don't trust that one.
Do you trust anyone?
Sure. But not the one that appeared out of thin air.
Right. Zag, where are we going?
Fuck, we could probably use, I mean, I have an apartment here that I haven't really used. It's probably
Sag.
dusty
That'll
as
work.
shit.
We're all going to the nice man's apartment. There we go. Problem solved.
What is it, sir? Talking to Damien.
I'm standing right here. We always have the room.
We're not using the room.
Like hell we aren't. We just literally had a firefight in the street.
My apartment is a lot better.
Yes, open morning, noon, and night to whoever needs in here.
Not really, no. My apartment is less an apartment, more somewhere I made up myself within legal grounds. Laws are stupid.
She's going to kill you. Twice, you know.
That sounds like a her problem.
Ash looks
Okay,
at Joel.
fair. Let's go.
Ash looks at Joel. With all due respect, would you mind to walk between us? Like gestures at Charity.
Thumbs up.
Come on, Mason.
Okay.
Look, I already emptied out my bullets.
Do you
I know.
honestly expect me to believe that you don't have another weapon? Like, whether or not I think you're going to use it on me, do you honestly expect me to believe that you don't have another weapon? Because bullshit.
Charity just smiles.
Lead the way, Zagreus.
Yeah, Zagreus will probably start leading, like...
So, like, diagonal wipe, everybody's sitting around a way too small kitchen table.
Zagreus' apartment is a fucking dusty pillow blanket wreck.
Fucking perfect.
Like,
Oh man.
it probably smells awful in here because of, like, the fact Zag clearly does not live here most of the time.
Fucking
No.
good.
probably
Make
like
the
a
Southern
Door
Belle
opens and Charity
uncomfortable.
pulls out her fan and starts like trying to fan the stale air out.
Like, you watch as Zag, like, don't take any of the dust off the walls, and Zag starts drawing anti-spying sigils all over the wall. Damien, you want to help with this since you know her ways better?
Oh, don't I? They're already starting the runes.
Perfect.
Right, so, from the top. Missing persons, poachers. We get called in, Alex and I get called in to sort all of that out. Apparently there's a deer, there might be a primordial. I'm not entirely sure what a primordial is. Red suit over there knows what a primordial is, that's why he's here, and this whole thing. I find the kid who's seeing the primordial and also other things, get him tested by Zagiris over there, who finds out that he's not going to go supernova. You're welcome. I'm going to go take the kid, make a couple of inquiries, and then Agent Hotshot over there takes my arm out. I did
Don't
not
just-
transform within the limits of Pact-Boon until she shot me, for the record.
Fully transformed, but yeah.
Did you just Mason say that? Because
No, wait. No.
okay,
But-
cool. 'Cause
hang on.
I personally think he should, because then
I think that would be something that was that would be very Mason-like to say.
yes,
But you totally did.
just immediate dragon glare with like the reptile eyes, like boy.
And he's like that.
Joel just
Right.
sighs deeply, lays his head on the table, pulls his head back up, his hair is fucking covered in dust. This place is fucking disgusting. Suck it up.
Charity has pulled out like I don't want to say like a blanket, but kind of like a large towel
Nice,
to sit on.
nice.
Coward.
This place reminds me of my attic. I like it here.
So that's my briefing. Your turn. Who the hell are you?
As I said, you may call me Miss Bell. They call me Mabel. And I was sent in here, got a ride. Was told that there was only one agent over here. and that there were some missing people. I was also told about some primordial.
That was all the way
Although-
out in Nevada, though.
But that wasn't here.
It's here.
I
Apparently.
was told about a deer, though. And also told there aren't any deer here. Let's see, went over to Joel's for a nice dinner yesterday when I first got into town. Heard about this one over here from his best friend. Oh yeah, brought him a boar as a little gift for trespassing in their home.
You gave a small child a feral pig.
No, I gave it to Joel's wife for eating later. Shot it earlier that day.
Was it dead?
Yes.
Of course.
Makes a bit more sense. Alright.
Killed it and cleaned it myself.
It's terrifying. She got nothing on her. We're part of an organization that barely has 200 people. We're a group of researchers and hunters when things get when things get intense.
So you're vigilantes.
Basically.
You're out of your jurisdiction and we're done here.
Not exactly vigilante. We are recognized by name by the government.
Do they
We
know you're
aren't.
here? Because I wasn't told
Yes.
you're here.
They should. We don't exactly hide where we go because we don't feel a need to.
Alright.
They just tell me what to shoot
We're
or
going
where to
for-
go and shoot things.
To be fair, there's only 200 of us.
Right. Who's the other agent that you were told was here? Him?
Oh. She'll incline her head in his direction.
I
Right.
was the agent she was told about. To be fair, Zag over there doesn't technically work for our agent due to our boss's dislike of all things supernatural.
Why?
Fucking issues with the past. Lots of the usual reasons that some men go after monsters. He doesn't know about all this. Kind of flicks his wrist and, like, the runes go off. But it helps me get my job done.
Pulls out his phone, flips through it, sets it like screen up on the table in front of Charity and Joel, and it's just a
Hang
picture.
on, does Charity know the head's number?
No one really knows it. And if you
Well,
do,
like,
it
knows a way to
changes
reach him because
immediately.
he's friends with her parents.
The issue is he always contacts you first. His number keeps changing.
Mm.
I was just gonna say it's a picture of Joel and Alex, or Joel, sorry, Ash and Alex in front of this like 4-story like Southern plantation style house in the forest somewhere, surrounded by monsters.
So you run that place.
Yeah.
I'll make it clear right the fuck now. Our boss doesn't like the paranormal, but he ain't gonna go after nothing that's doing no harm. He goes after the stuff like the fucking primordials that do the harm.
The problem is harm can be a misunderstanding.
I noticed.
And what you see as eliminating a monster, I see as murder. Like, turns the phone off, puts it back in his pocket.
This town's relatively quiet despite all the gestures to Zag and Damien. Individuals.
So, are we gonna work together, or are we gonna play capture the flag?
I would prefer not to fight the government. I don't want my head on a pike.
You're not fighting the government, you're fighting me and Alex, which is worse.
Just
Fair enough.
don't tell my boss.
That
Boss
you
doesn't have to
shot
know
me?
shit. Boss doesn't have to know shit about the dragon.
Fine. $5.
Right.
Did you deadass
And
just
as
say
long
$5?
as-
Yes, yes! He said fine, $5.
No, fucking
As
he'll
long
take
as
you
you
up on
don't
it.
tell him, I promise not to put any more bullet holes in you.
I swear to God, I'll slap you, woman.
Okay, so Joel puts $5 on the table, and Ash just slides it over to Mason.
Gives Mason a look. What the fuck, kid?
Wait, what did I
Oh
just
my
do?
god, that's brilliant. I love it.
Fucking Ash just pulled a $5 thing on us, and then when Joel forked it over, he handed it to Mason.
Yep.
They handed it to
Mason
Mason.
demanded $5
And
previously from Ash.
then this grown ass man looked at you and went, "What the fuck, kid?"
All right, I got my $5.
This
Who wants
kid is
info?
going places.
Jesus Christ.
All three of us.
Okay, what do we want to know?
Tell us about the missing people.
I have no idea about them.
Okay. Tell us
All I
about the
know
deer.
is that they disappeared around the forest. I was gonna go inspect it today.
I mean, you can roll weird. You can actually roll like fuck. What would it be? What would be a good thing to see what Mason does know? Because I imagine you've heard your parents talking about it, even if they don't know you do.
Probably sharp.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
was
read
like,
a
yeah,
bad
probably
situation
sharp.
almost. All right. You have 3 questions about the people who went missing. Let me find their names. You have Jury, a Pook, and a Drifter. Who Okay, I'm gonna apply the rules that I have to answer this honestly with you. You can ask me any question about those 3.
Jury, a Pook, and what was the last one?
Just
A
some
random drifter,
Yeah, just a
hobo
nameless
person.
drifter, dude.
Drifter. I get to ask 3 questions about the missing peoples.
Yes. And I have to answer them fully honestly.
Was there a pattern to the disappearances?
There were 2. They all disappeared around the woods, and they all had recently had some sort of massive blow in their lives.
Okay. Question number 2, do any of them know what happened
What happened to what?
to them? Or if it was just like go to bed, wake up one morning with like some kind of weird headache.
The Drifter, no one knows. Pook, you know she's a demon, so you can't say. You know Jury dated the leader of the Circle of Earthly Pleasures. And they had a falling out. Nymphadora.
Okay.
One more question. Wait. Did you ask all 3?
No,
Nope, you have one more.
I asked 2.
Yeah.
I'll open up the floor. Does anybody have a good question I should ask?
Which one did we rescue?
What location were they all killed at? What location were they all attacked at is what I should...
Forest.
You do.
They all went missing by the forest.
It's not known that they are dead yet. It is unknown.
Yeah.
A Pook came close to death, and that was the one that Kit and them rescued. I'm not counting this against you. I should have refreshed everyone on the info from their session 0.
Yeah, okay. So information that I know that I probably shared with you guys is the missing people. They all disappeared near the forest. They're missing. Bodies haven't been found. Don't know if they're dead. And player conjecture here. Apuk is the one that Kit rescued with Mason. Townsfolk thought she was odd, so
Where is she?
I don't know. Kit
Zach?
and Mason and Alex rescued. Well, sorry, Ash and Mason and
I mean, either is fine.
Alex rescued. Yeah.
The Draconic
Although,
family.
Charity doesn't know that.
Okay. Where is the Pook being held currently?
Probably
Pretty
turned
sure.
over to the agency.
No, she wasn't turned over to the agency.
She teleported away before we could do anything.
Not exactly. She was told to clean up the mess, which she did. After that, you have no idea where the fuck she went.
Yeah.
Probably off. Like, she was getting out of there, probably.
I actually have a pretty. I feel like this is relevant to Mason.
Mhm.
What is it?
Is the deer connected to the disappearances?
I can answer that honestly, so I have to, but yeah, definitely. There are no deer in Pact-Boon. You live right outside the woods. You see that deer often. Not often, but enough to kind of draw suspicion.
Okay.
The issue is no one knows what the deer is capable of other than apparently fucking wrecking a level 5 demon.
Yeah. Okay, that's my 3 questions.
So you may want to ask some questions.
Okay, so
What I know is some things. They all disappeared in the woods. I'm sure some of you probably already know that, but let's just get that out on the table. They were demons, I think, except for one guy. He might have just been normal. One of the people who went missing used to date the person who's in charge of the Circle of Earthly Pleasures. Oh, and this might be obvious, but I saw the deer a lot, and I'm sure he's connected to that somehow.
Sounds like we're going deer hunting.
Or we can go talk to the people at the Circle of Earthly Pleasures, which I had already been meaning to do and got sidetracked because of Mason.
Hi.
I know someone there. I'll take care of it.
You know me there.
One more time.
Hi, you know me there, Zag kind of says from the background.
All right,
Unless
then.
you know someone else. You might know someone else.
We've got
We
reason
get
to believe
just about
that
everywhere.
a member of the Circle of Earthly Pleasures is a Greek deity.
What?
Bacchus.
No. We've talked to him, but he isn't a part of the Circle of Earthly Pleasures. We will not let that dickhead in if he begged us. We
Alright,
have standards, damn it.
so who's the weird guy?
Fucking that. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
No, I don't, because I've been dealing with Mason for the last 8 hours.
Fucking, what were you told about him other than weird guy? Which narrows it down like none.
He's got a weird ass name and he's not a dragon.
Fucking, that still doesn't help, dude.
That's what I got.
Dude, are you cool with me calling you dude?
Yeah, it's fine. Dude is gender neutral.
Fair enough. Thought I'd check with you. Well, there's Moonshine, there's Sandal, Tara, me. There's Nymphadora, she's the leader. There's Omnis, there's Pegasus, there's...
That him.
Pegasus?
Yeah.
God, what can I say about Pegasus? Other than he likes to spend some time in the county jail for the kick of it,
Yeah, that's why I thought he was Bacchus.
nope. Just a weird dude. Pretty sure he's an ex-divine, but I don't talk to him about it much.
Apparently, I'm supposed to talk to him about the missing people.
Probably, considering the dude has the gift of prophecy.
Are you sure it's not Bacchus?
I am almost fucking certain it is not Bacchus. We fucking got alcohol from the dude once. That is the only good thing he has ever done for the circle. And then
Okay.
we told him to fuck off.
Right. Okay, so...
We did get some good weed from Apollo once.
Do they wear clothes?
Yes.
Can I take the kid?
I mean, you can. The Circle of Earthly Pleasures isn't too exclusive unless your name is fucking Bacchus.
No, I'm more concerned about, like, is he gonna see weird shit?
Oh, he's absolutely gonna see weird shit.
If I might, I see weird shit all the time when I don't have on my special glasses.
I mean, that is
so that's not
completely
that much of a
fair,
problem.
but a nudist colony is a little bit far.
You
We
think
aren't-
I haven't seen them before?
You're on a fucking nudist colony.
Good. With a name like that, I wasn't sure. Anyway, that's where we're heading.
Also, hang on a minute. You said that one of those guys is an ex-divine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Is that why he has that weird heavenly aura?
Probably.
probably. It's also why he has fucking wings that he doesn't bother to hide. They look like a jacket to most people.
I have one more question, and it's probably not relevant to any of this,
What?
but points at Damien. What did you
Yes?
do in the desert?
Flashbacks to Nevada.
Damien, we get a portrait shot of Damien facing the camera. The coat, suit, and shirt swaps out for something a bit more bloodier. There's wings out of his back. There's the primordial looking at the ground. The exchange with Lilath. Instantly, Damien snaps back. There's a lot of desert out there. You're going to have to be specific.
The one where you were with a lot of people and there was like a white, gray guy on the ground?
Damien massages their temples as a set of horns slowly pokes out.
So you were there.
Was I there? I don't remember.
Ash rolls his eyes.
Zag gives you a look like, is now the time.
Damien looks back.
Charity's fingers are kind of twitching when she sees the horns appear.
Damien shoots a glare over at her.
Hey,
And slowly but
you
surely,
can still
Damien
see
just
both of her
sits
hands.
back. His skin, their skin turns red. A set of wings curl out, and they shift to their arm. That's going to require some arrangements.
It still terrifies me how good you are at looking human.
What can I say?
It should concern you how good I am at looking human.
You have nothing to write home about. Anyways, the questions?
I mean, just like, what were you doing? I saw you there last night.
But last night...
Taking care of some long-buried problems.
Son of a bitch.
What do you mean last night?
Son of a
Well-
bitch, I knew something was off.
Well, you guys keep saying Cassandra, and you mentioned stuff about nightmares and stuff.
It's like glaring at Zag. You said he was fine last night.
From what I could tell, he was! All I knew was he was having nightmares, but apparently the kid has the fucking ability of sight, like fucking Pegasus, apparently.
Yes,
God
I knew
damn.
that. I told you that. More to the point, you said he was getting a restful sleep last night, and apparently he was affected.
Well, no, I was getting restful sleep. I just also saw things.
Next question.
Dragon Dad is not amused.
To be fair, Zagirus is even less informed about this than you.
That's because Damien didn't talk about the events of Death or New Providence.
Yeah.
Anyone who wanted to be bought off was killed off.
Right, fine. I got a question, since you're asking. What's a primordial?
That's going to cost you.
Takes the $5
Can
from Mason
Charity
and holds
just
it
pull
out.
out her notebook that she brought with her of information that she had gained from the organization over the years over different types of monsters, which also has primordials? Because I think she was in touch with Arthur.
There is very little about that, even with Arthur's first-hand experience. You know very little. Half of the lore I've written that no one knows about what the primordials issues are.
Right, but like, what went on over there? Like, she has records of it.
Very vague records, but yes.
Yes, she'll put those on the table.
You have demons in your custody, I assume.
Technically,
Mine?
no.
Let's say they were.
Go on.
3 of them. Release them, and I'll tell you everything I know.
I don't have anyone in custody like that. I run a boarding house.
You do. Do you? Does Damien know that?
I just showed a picture of it, so probably.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's a place that is known to exist in the Hells. They just don't care because it's nothing interesting to them. It doesn't really correlate to any of the sins that you know of, so it's kind of just a house that exists.
But anyone of interest in that photo?
Nope.
To Damien?
Not particularly, no. A couple of monsters notable, but nothing that is important to you.
All right. Damn. I'm trying. I had it for a moment. Damien points to. Oof. Damien points to Charity. Your rifle. Give it here.
Over my dead body.
I think
Please
that's the
do not
point.
say that to him.
You'll die without that information.
I mean, they might, but at the same time, I wouldn't put it past you.
And you'll die without our help.
I don't trust you.
That's smart. That's the smartest thing you've said all night.
And I trust you?
No.
I was referring to her.
Also,
you
no.
actually might be helpful. Come on. I haven't all evening.
Oh no, she's definitely not handing it over. She modified it herself.
If you don't want to
Damien
give us
wants
that
assurance.
information, fine, I can make you.
I mean, look. She already emptied out all the bullets in her gun that she shot previously that you were asking for. That was her assurance to you. She's not handing it over. She also, as a show of good faith, patched up the one that she shot.
You're all about rules, right, Red?
Perhaps.
You're all about making sure things are in the proper place, people are following the rules, yada yada.
Skip to the end.
I have jurisdiction here, you don't.
Fair enough. And then I guess you won't need my help. Slowly reverts back to human.
If you don't want to help, that's fine. I can charge you with obstruction, which I'm sure your boss will love.
Fourth level demons don't give a shit about us.
You want to take your chances with the United States government's bureaucracy?
You do realize what you just said, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is important to me. A lot of people got hurt for this information. I'm not asking for it without a price.
I have $5.
It's going to be worth more than $5.
I think I have more. Hang on.
I saved your kin.
I love this.
She was dead, fading. I gave her my blood. I think that's worth a few words.
That one points to Mason.
Huh?
What about him?
Get him properly trained.
First
That's
point,
my only-
I don't take orders from you. Second point, I already was. I've already made arrangements.
With who?
That's not your concern, as you're so keen to
But this
say.
information is.
Doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't. For you.
The way I figure it, I kept a fifth circle alive. She owes me a favor. You
You're
work with
offering
me.
that favor?
No. You work with us to help these people, or I call in the favor and make you.
Go ahead. They don't give a shit about us.
Maybe not.
I came here to get away from all this nonsense.
Yeah, well, it found
To
you.
avoid this kind of nonsense. And then dragons on Maine appear with a child.
Hey,
Hi.
this isn't on
And a
me.
gun. I just want to get through my eternity in peace. Is that too much to ask for?
Sometimes it is.
You want to trade? Fine. I've got a trade for you. Poachers. Poachers of my kin and yours.
I get their souls.
What you do with them is not my concern. You just have to find them before my agency does.
Give me a running start. I'll make it clean, and we have a deal.
There's a fair in coal mines. Start there.
Damien offers out a hand.
Ash doesn't move. Start
Neither does
talking,
Damien.
Red.
You know how this works. We have to shake on it.
I'm not touching you with a 3-foot pole. I don't trust you. I barely trust him. And believe me, I'm not going to give you the opportunity to cheat me for your sake. The biggest mercy I can offer you is not to touch you.
Secret Keeper,
Yep.
does all of this check out?
Yeah, from what you know, it checks out. If, for all you know, if he touches you, fucking Alex may just rock up.
Like, I'm
You
wearing a
don't-
dragon scale around my neck with a rune of warding on it, like...
Yeah, those runes you guys set up were against Lilath in particular, because you don't know what she's up to. You don't know if these defend against dragons.
I guess the old ways need a rewrite. Where to
No,
begin?
I'm just not your typical susceptible mortal, and that's a good thing for you.
None of this is good for me.
That's
I
kind
don't
of the
Damien
think
point.
you're
quickly
good for
sends a
any of
text
us.
message about the poachers to a few demons. Let's begin.
I'll
My
show
part
him the
of
pictures of the
adventure.
traps and stuff that I took. That's fine.
Damien doesn't even take it.
So,
Primordials
Good.
existed long before there was heaven and hell. They exist outside of our dimension. They can eat sound. They can melt into puddles. They can shift. They can run faster than anything I've ever seen. They can shift in shape and form. And that's just the stuff that we do know.
What do they want?
Originally, they wanted to raise their mother, reclaim dominion over this realm. There was a hole in the sky. I'm sure you saw it with your satellites, Mr. Suit. Honorable Suit. Apologies. I'm upset, not intolerant.
If you're referring to me, I don't know. I'm a field agent. I get a mission, I get parameters, I go out, I do them. I go back to my home in upstate New York, and I take care of the monster under your bed. I don't know.
Then pardon all the pomp and circumstance. I'm not used to dealing with someone on the level.
I didn't say
took
that.
you for one of those individuals who just rolls in, takes what they want, and does nothing but cause chaos, but clearly it's that one over there in the blue dress.
I think we're about the same, her and I, really, but neither here nor there. If the higher circles don't care about you, and this thing is as dangerous as you say, you need us.
As much as you need me.
Yeah? I'm not denying that. Looks over at Joel and Charity.
You know, originally I was going to go with my gut.
Charity has this, like, sweet smile on her face, but, like, you're pretty sure that's all a lie.
Mm-hmm.
She's, like, pretty fed up with Damien.
What throne?
Throwing insults at her left, right, and center. Because for her, she was just doing her job.
Yes, well...
What
she
throne?
did what she was told to do.
I think everyone
From
here
her
was just doing what they're told to do. The problem is, it just antagonizes everyone else. Anyways, back to the character.
But like, see, Ash and Charity have understood that there was a misunderstanding, and, like, yeah, they were both in the wrong, and Damien here is still throwing jabs
The
at
difference
Charity.
is Damien doesn't have the power of free will. Like...
Yeah, but she's still very intentionally throwing every single jab at Charity.
Right,
and
because she's making his life incredibly difficult.
Not really. She gave all of the facts that she knew, and the only thing that she's refusing to do is give him her gun. Because
A gun
that's
that punched a hole in a dragon.
yeah, but that's what she uses to protect herself and for her job. Handing that over to you means that, one, she has one fewer things to protect herself with, and two, she'll be less competent to do her job. Which
And
is
people
then
have killed
why
for
is
this
she here?
information before. Damien just wanted some assurance that she wouldn't just kill him outright
She unloaded
after
it.
he told.
Yeah, she unloaded all of the bullets in plain sight where all of you guys could see her way back, I think, before she patched up Ash.
Mm-hmm. That's the only
Yeah.
reason you were able to get close to him. Like...
Yeah, exactly. And you even said you took the bullets.
Took
bullet.
a bullet.
But, like, she didn't pick them back up. I never said she picked them back up.
Oh,
She dumped
okay,
them on
okay.
the
I
ground.
didn't catch that. There we go.
She dumped them on the ground. She unloaded, dumped them on the ground.
Honestly, I thought you picked them up when we were leaving. Because that's a lot of
No,
brass.
she has more in
Yeah,
her suitcase.
It doesn't help my argument. That doesn't help your argument. That
Her suitcase is in her hotel room. She hasn't gone back to her hotel room.
the end result, the
point
rifle
is-
stays with her.
Point. Secret Cooper. Secret Keeper. Sibscrit Keeper. How do you even pronounce that?
Sibscrit Keeper.
Sibscrit
yes,
Keeper.
Keeper.
Um,
Sibscrit Keeper.
Can I have those bullets in my pocket?
Charity's
mean-
bullets?
Yeah, because I specifically asked Joel to walk between me and Charity.
I mean, what were you in front of Joel or behind him?
Behind him, absolutely.
But, like, Charity intentionally didn't pick up her bullets because you had informed her about Misty going to turn into a dragon and destroy everything, and she's like, yeah, I'm not going to risk that. There are people here that, you know,
Didn't have anything
would
to
be in
do with
danger if
this.
that
Yeah.
happened, and so she didn't go near the bullets after she emptied them to show that she didn't mean any more harm.
I want to take them and just literally have them in my back pocket just in case.
I don't think you took all of them. I think you took a couple, and I think the sheriff took care of the rest because
that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Charity intentionally didn't take the rest of the bullets.
I can still dramatically toss her a bullet to kill the final enemy. It's fine. So circling back. What throne?
We were talking about how they were trying to revive their mother, and the father came crashing in through the sky.
You said they were trying to revive their mother and reclaim their throne.
We didn't get much further than that. Then next thing you know, the sky tears itself open. There's a monster outside, and we have to literally wedge a toothpick between its shoulder blades.
Did it work?
Effectively, yes.
Are we dealing with something that big here?
I should hope not. Watch for signs, liquid creatures, sound literally disappearing when you speak, when you shout.
Speaking personally, do they burn?
With some effort.
I've got effort.
You have some effort.
Do you think there is an existential threat to Pact-Boon in your expertise? And do you think
Looks
this
left.
creature is behind the abductions?
Looks right. Looks at Mason, concerned. I believe it isn't out of the question.
Why would they be abducting people? Do they feed on life force?
A lot of things feed on life force.
and the primordials are not one of them.
It could be a primordial, it could be something else.
Look, if it's a chupacabra, we don't need 5 of us.
No, we don't. And I'm really hoping this is an instance where we literally just show up, rock out, unload, and then it turns out to be a mouse.
According to
Turned into a
Zag,
piece of red paste.
according to Zag, the woman that I rescued is Circle 5. I don't know all the details and what that means, but that's apparently a big deal. I saw her, you didn't. She was dead. She was fading.
Well, then we may have a problem on our hands. Because it's either smart, in which case, points to her. She's in the right for unloading on the first thing in front of her. Or it's very strong, in which case, we need to keep in contact.
Do you know this woman?
I know she's going to be trouble.
Not
I know we're... Wait,
Agent.
which woman? You're going to have to be specific.
The demon. The demon woman that died recently, nearly died recently, the one that I bled for.
Secret Keeper?
No, she is A, completely different sin than you. B, she's level 5. Avdon only knows of her. You know this because he mentioned her by name. Avdon only knows her because they're the same sin.
Abdon. The phone's already on and the table dialing Abdon.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Circle 5, Great Demon, tell me everything you know right now. Don't skip on the details.
I would, but I'm kind of there's kind of something going fuck on.
Where?
Damien, you know where I live, right?
Yes.
Some help will be appreciated. There are no deer in Pact-Boon, and there is one currently trying to kick down my door. And that is going to be the last shot of this.
Nice. Autobots roll the fuck out, I think.
Oh man.
I got a horrible title for the next episode.
Hmm?
I have ideas for it already, but I'm open to suggestions, I think.
Dearly
The worst
departed.
stag party ever.
Yes, we're on the same
Oh my
page.
God.
God damn it.
My God.
I have a fantastic opening scene for next week, Sibs. If you want it privately, I will let you know. Just let me.
Feel free to hit me with it after show.
But first, we should do some shout-outs, I dare say.
Sure thing.
Call it.
All right. Let's start with the returning demon of the hour. Jackal, give us your shout out.
I'm Jackal. I don't stream. I don't do much of anything anymore. I'm actually going into full hiatus mode. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to have you here.
It was really nervous that it would be a rough time, but I'm glad I showed up.
Well, we're glad you showed up too, friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Call it, Sibs.
All right. Cook, give us your words.
Hey, what up? I'm Cookie, also known as the Extinct Bacon on just about every other platform. I love a lot of things tabletop and D&D, and if you do too, my DMs are always open. Otherwise, you'll find me lurking in the stream or in the shrine.
All right, Ayumi.
I'm Ayumi Key, also known as Fluffy Doomcake. I do some streaming here and there, and I Stardew Valley every Saturday. When health permits, I do other streams. I enjoy role playing a lot and character creation. I love writing backstories and diving into a bunch of why my character would do things and whatnot. Yeah, check it out if you're interested.
Do you have a baking website yet that I can link in chat?
Not yet.
Cool.
It's actually my baking is on hiatus right now due to a lot of health complications.
I'm very sorry
So-
to hear that.
Yeah. So not sure when that's gonna get back online. Batter Witch, yes, Baking Witch. I am working on a cookbook too, actually.
Just let me know
and-
when that's sorted.
Yeah, the cookbook is actually not aimed to just give you recipes, but actually to teach you how to learn to cook on your own.
Nice.
Ooh.
As all good
So-
cookbooks should do.
That is what my cookbook's all about. It's going to have a lot of variations on recipes, ways that you can change it up, and how you learn to spice things up, or to unspice things up and make substitutions as well. And all of that is going to be in my cookbook. No idea when that's coming because it's coming along really slowly. There's a lot of content to put in there.
Mood.
But yeah, I look forward to that.
Nice. All right, I'll do mine next, and Kit can finish us out. I am Sibs143, the secret keeper for this game, the artist, stagehand, and moderator for Kit's Discord and Twitch, but as mentioned earlier, I am, to everyone else, a friend and the Technicolor Disaster. You can find me lurking in Discord or Twitch. I may be a little in and out of it tonight. I'm incredibly tired. I forgot how much this kind of stuff puts on you. So, yeah. Finish us out, Kit.
For my part, as ever, I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard, This is the channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed your time with us. You just watched Amateur Hour, Open Dice Night, a monthly special event showcasing new GMs, new systems, and new players to the forefront. Every month has a sponsor, and every sponsor has a story. And this is the sequel to a story brought forward last year, Death in New Providence 2, Pact-Boon. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. This is normally the part where I say I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so. However, it's a good thing we're rolling with advantage in 2021 and beyond, because my house, Casa de Foxbard, is currently getting renovated so that it doesn't, like, collapse in the future. And that is loud and noisy and loud. And so it means that my streams are kind of up in the air for this week. Hopefully they'll be done come Friday. That's the hope and the prayer. But if they're not, I'll let you guys know something. But what it means is my afternoon streams are pretty much not going to be a thing while they're working because of the noise, and the evening streams are up in the air because I don't know when they're going to quit. However, if everything goes well, we'll be back tomorrow evening with the return of Decisive Action Voices of the Mountain, whereas I'm in the GM chair bringing you guys a D&D 5th edition module double feature of Icewind Dale, Ram of the Frostmaiden, and Storm King's Thunder with my own spin on both. So if you want more tabletop goodness and you want to see me in the GM chair, stop by for that. We'd love to have you. For now, we need to close the book on today and leave you, as always, with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next week, for another installment of Death in New Providence 2, Pact-Boon, and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.